Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Final Pages, hosted by us, gaming related. I'm so stoked tonight because, and you'll see his pretty face in a moment, but Robin's back, and Hamish is back, and everyone's back, and also Soren Angel is going to be back for maybe half the show, maybe, if she survives. let's go to the windows. There is everybody. Hi, players.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, it's Starscourge. What's up? First time chatter. Hi, Ash. Hi, Mopsy. Yeah, welcome. So you can't see Soren's face, but she is with us, right? Soren, you didn't run away?
Yes, I'm here.
Is Soren with us in the room right now, Monk?
Yeah.
She's here, right?
Can we speak to Soren?
Right.
She lives in Canada.
She's super cool, trust me. Starscourge 113, who are you? No, don't tell me. Keep it a surprise.
I know that guy.
He knows that guy, but I don't know who he's talking
I
about.
know that guy.
No, I'm saying I know that guy.
You know who Starscourge is?
Not in
Oh
person,
my gosh.
but
You know what, Leon? Hey, everybody, Leon's back. We had fun last week. We played Dungeon Mayhem is what we played, and we had a guest, Boop the Raccoon, and it was so cool to have Boop with us. That was so much fun. So Boop, we love you. Thanks for letting us kill you. You know Leon. Oh, he stalks Leon. Okay.
yeah, that's true actually.
Who wouldn't?
Right. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you. Leon's hair is on fleek today.
You hear that? We're glad to have you.
Okay, well, Robin and Hamish, since you were gone, let's find out what happened.
Previously on. What is happening? Oh no, not again!
The Fortress of Love, where we see what happens when 17 beautiful bandits are locked in the same hideout for an extended period of time. There is only one rule: all is fair in love and highway robbery. Last we saw Erica and Katerina. They had found themselves in quite the predicament. All they wanted to do was cuddle up next to a warm fire, together with a nice bottle of Chateau Cheval Blanc, as they whispered sweet nothings to each other. But then, they were murdered after they tried to bamboozle some super powerful and attractive heroes. Ramim sprinted through the woods, desperately trying to reach his brother, wanting to apologize for the harsh words spoken in anger before he left to perform skullduggery. He wanted to tell him that no hot piece of ass could ever lessen the brotherly love that they shared. Oh, and he wanted to warn him of the approaching danger, but he was also murdered. Oh well. Elsewhere, behind the large, girthy, erect timber walls of the Fortress of Love, Ramim worked up the courage to flirt with the boy wizard standing on the parapets. As the brother of Grommen approached the wizard, his love was murdered before his very eyes. Shortly after, a vaguely hentai-inspired spell finished Ramim off. Stephen and Stefan chased a short king with a bow into the forest, but only Stefan returned, much to the relief of Enrique. Enrique worried that Stefan planned to go to Bone Town with Stephen in the woods, even though Stefan and Enrique just boned down in the jacuzzi 2 episodes earlier. Little did Enrique know that Stefan was body swapped with a silver fox named Robin, and his intentions were anything but shagalicious. One by one, the contestants of this season were penetrated with arrows, choked by tentacles, and splooged on by spells. until they all were murdered. Just like last season, join us next week for the series premiere of our hot new show, Billy's Gruff Goats, where satyrs attempt to seduce the troll under the bridge. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Is it done? I want more. Please give me more.
Does our previously on host does he have insurance? Do we have insurance for him? I feel like we need to get insurance for
I
this
don't
guy
know.
at this point. He's now been assaulted twice.
As the self-designated HR representative of Gaming Related, he does not.
Oh gosh.
He does not, and he will not.
He will not.
Oh my
It's in his
gosh.
contract, weirdly.
Hear me out. Hear me out. How about I just convenient? I don't know. Just to be safe, I'll take out a life insurance policy on him, like this
Smart.
week.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can
just
penetrate him with arrows.
of a measly amount of like. I
Stop
don't know,
saying
$5 million.
Wait,
What about-
you don't want penetrated.
I don't want
Splooge on the
splooge.
table?
I don't want no.
Splooged?
No.
If
Please
there's
no.
food on the table that I don't want to eat there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm simply saying there's options.
Oh god.
Okay.
Welcome to
Um,
Gaming Related.
Yeah, welcome to Gaming Related, guys. I've missed you. I've missed you so much.
Did we say this is Starscourge's first chat? Did we assume that this is Starscourge's first chat?
It is. It even said first chat. This is what
It
we've been
is,
doing.
Actually. And you know what? That might have sold him what I know about
Good.
Scourge.
Good.
This is
Fantastic. Tell all your friends.
this is episode 19, but the 20th time we've gotten together to play some games. So let's get back into the story. It feels like it's been too long. We don't have room for Azrael, so every time Azrael talks, I'm just gonna turn on her art. Sound good, Soren?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, cool. And those of you listening in chat, if you need us to turn up any of the players, please let me know and I'll turn them up on my end. But for me, you guys all sound a-okay. Okay. So, welcome back. You are in the camp that was being held up by bandits. And these bandits were hoarding magic. There were twins, magic users, and both of I don't know why you're laughing, Leon, but stop it. I don't want to look at the void, but whatever's got you laughing, please
It's a
tell.
private void.
Please tell me what.
It's-
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a
Wait,
private.
wait, you were looking into whose private void were you looking into?
Oh no.
Well, at the time, toxins, technically.
Hey, you know how it goes.
Yeah, Toxin, you feeling okay, dude?
I got private voids left and right.
You're all healed up. Okay,
Yeah, I'm good.
good. Okay.
Oh no.
Anyways, as I was saying,
Sorry.
they're all dead, all the way down to Hatton. She's dead, and she was beautiful, and I'm gonna miss her. I'm sure you are too. Now, where we begin our session this evening is you going through the horde, basically your loot. So, for your eyeballs, I'm gonna go over that loot. I need you to put it in your own inventories as you please. But as your
I'll
rifle,
put it in our own inventory.
well, there's only
Right,
one of
we got
each, so
5 of each item he's
Five
about
of
to
each.
say.
it's not like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Y'all heard it.
you'll notice
I heard it here first.
that the armor on these bandits is studded leather. You'll notice too that there is And there's enough studded leather for anyone who wants to wear it, because there were 18 of these bandits, right?
Yeah, but were any of them dwarves?
No, but one was female, so I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know.
That's quite how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, you are
Dwarves
going.
famous for their feminine proportions.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
No, I am.
We
Puck,
need
I'm
to
sorry.
we need to hunt down who got this stream off track. And
Yeah. Look,
Stern talking.
listen, we're just gonna fix it in post and clap. This is where we edit. Got it, Camille? Okay. You're gonna find metallic and like an engineer's shield. You're gonna notice that it has clockwork mechanisms on it. The shield itself has a bracelet that kind of clamps it to your forearm, and with different dials it can tighten and loosen. It's not like the leather straps that one would put on for any other type of belt, and it's got a hum to it, almost like their inner mechanisms are twirling and whirling. You're going to find that there is a robe, and it looks like a cloak, one that has a hood and a green rope around the necklace, and you're going to see it is covered in patches. You're also going to find essentially what looks to be 3 sacks, all different colors. One is red, one is blue, and one is yellow. And they're kind of stacked neatly in a little basket. You're going to see that there are, on one of the 3 sacks, I said, Puck, 3 sacks, that was. Wait, did I say sacks? Yeah, sacks. They're sacks. Kind of ball sacks. Hacky sacks, if you will. One of these bandits are going to have some really dope boots on them, and then you're going to find a ring in a very small jewelry box. The ring itself looks like whirling water that's constantly moving, and you're going to find a black pearl. Now,
I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you what they are, because I'm sure you'll spend your time identifying. The
Yes.
the shields with the metallic humming and the clockwork vibes to it is known as a sentinel shield. It has
Ooh,
+2 to
nice.
AC. Also, the person who wears this will have advantage on initiative and perception. The robe is known as a robe of useful items. And for those of you who want to know what a robe of useful items is, it's a robe that has cloth patches of various shapes and colors covering it. While wearing the robe, you can use an action to detach one of the patches, causing it to become the object or creature it represents. Once the last patch is removed, the robe becomes an ordinary garment. It has 2 of the following patches: dagger, bullseye lantern, it's filled and lit, a steel mirror, a 10-foot pole, 50 feet of hempen rope, a sack. You hear that, Puck? There is a sack on this. In addition, the robe has 44 other patches. The DM chooses the patches or determines them randomly. I will be determining them randomly when and if you pull the patch off. Cool?
Sure.
So there's
Okay.
44.
No.
40 and 4
No.
other patches. Y'all heard it.
Yep. Welcome back, Robin. We missed you. So, yeah, we got 4 ball sacks and our noddling avoids. Yes.
Wait,
The juggling balls, there's 3 of them. They're in replacement of the rhythm maker's drum. Instead of a drum, you get juggling balls. Now these will give you For your spell saves and attack rolls, you get a +1. And once per day, you can regain 1 use of Bardic Inspiration if one of you needs that. The boots are
Take that,
boots.
actually, yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think you'll take it.
Yeah.
Do you even know how to
For
juggle,
Warlock.
Camille? You know, they're 4 balls. You can't juggle 4 balls.
Whoa, why do you assume Robin knows how to juggle? He
No, they're
does,
they're
so why
5
do you
balls.
assume?
How many balls can he juggle?
17.
All of them.
Will you? Will you make a performance check? I want to see how many balls you have.
Well,
2's the minimum.
How many sacks?
I assume the role of Yosef the juggler.
Yeah.
And because I'm pretending to be somebody else.
Oh
I get
my
advantage.
gosh. BS. Tomfoolery. Just roll a performance. That's all I'm asking. Okay, you have 14 juggling. No, I'm kidding. It's a 5 stack. It's a 5 stack is what it is.
Hey.
Okay, it's a 5 stack of juggling balls. Having them gives you a +1 on your spell saves and attack rolls, and you can regain 1 use of Bardic Inspiration once per day.
So like during battle, he's just gonna start juggling.
Maybe.
Is that?
You don't have to juggle them for them to work.
So, did you say
just gotta-
advantage on spell saves?
No, a +1 to spell saves and attack rolls.
I genuinely misheard you.
I don't think you
my audio
did.
was out.
I don't think you did. Okay.
So that
I
was
had
a
double
genuine
advantage.
question.
These boots are meant for striding and springing, is what those boots are. The ring has this moving water, and guess what? It's a ring of swimming. All it does is it lets you swim. You know how to swim. You have a 30-foot swim speed if you're wearing the ring.
Is that a personal attack or something?
No, it's an item that you guys found.
What about the Black Pearl?
What about it?
Is it cursed?
Is it magic?
It is magic. Everything's magic. The Black Pearl is a pearl of power. While this pearl is on your person, you can use an action to speak its command word and regain 1 expended spell slot. If the expended spell slot was of 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level. Once you have used the pearl, it can't be used again until the next dawn. It's a pearl of power. It's a black pearl.
I'm gonna duel Camille for the Black Pearl. I'm gonna fight you.
It's
I will
tradition that
lose.
it's tradition that the challenger gets to pick the weapon in the arena. The person being challenged, Camille. What weapon would you like to fight with?
Pistols.
Well, the arena is a kindergarten, and the weapon is friendship.
Oh man.
I came prepared.
Friend.
Oh, nice. You're friends now.
You're about to make a lot of hostile children.
Then I also came prepared.
Arms of Hadar.
No!
Jeez.
You make friends. You make friends with the kids, and then you sick them on Camille. That's the weapon of friendship.
Yenye says, who could befriend the most children in 10 minutes?
That's the idea. Yeah. You got it.
Okay. All right. Now, yeah, I'll let you guys speak amongst yourselves as far as what you want to do with those. And we can actually do that now before I tell you narratively what happens next.
I want Ham to have the boots because that's the funniest thing that can happen.
Technique. It's just a technique.
It's a technique.
They're technical boots.
I demand the technique.
I would
Either that or
also
I even
like
have
them.
the ring.
I was gonna ask for the ring.
Either way, I need a technique.
You can have both.
Okay. Whoever's going to wear the boots of striding and springing, your speed while you wear the boots becomes 30 feet, unless your walking speed is higher, and your speed is not reduced if you're encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, whenever you jump, you can jump 3 times the normal distance.
Normal height or normal distance?
Distance.
So I still need my jump spell. All right.
No, so it means both. It means distance can be vertical.
Yeah, I measure my distance in verts.
But think about it this way, Pam. You can triple it with the boots and then double that with your spell.
It's all about the techniques.
And then when you land, it's going to hurt.
So what happens is Ham picks up the juggling balls. I pick up the boots. We look at each other. With a silent nod, we exchange.
Mercy's just sitting here with everything and is just explaining it all to you, and you guys are just dimming.
So I definitely want the ring, and if you'll let me take the boots, I'll take them. Otherwise, somebody else can have them. But those items are what I'm interested in.
I mean, the boots would make the most sense for you since
Say
you
it.
don't have a
Oh. Yeah.
You're real short, bud.
Well,
I have a question.
I fully admit that I'm not on the tall side of things, but that's just give me the boots.
I have a question. Logistically, would it be possible for us to put the boots on Syl?
The answer's yes. Hold her down.
Little booties.
So come here.
I also have a request that when you stomp, the boots light up and that's why they make you run fast.
Yeah, they have little neon lights every time you run.
I am not a child.
They're just fireflies. They're fireflies.
They're also Velcro.
Now he glows.
They're
like
Velcro
his cat.
boots. No, actually, you tie them permanently. You triple knot them, but there's a zipper on the side.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Velcro in this universe. That's the real magic.
Oh
That
my
is-
gosh, you would be pulled
I thought
over
it was
for that
friendship.
magic.
We just talked about this.
This episode is brought to you by
Walk away.
Heelys.
Keep your friends close with Velcro.
Okay. Anything else?
I like the pearl. I care about the pearl. I don't care about much else. That's what caught my attention. Can I have the pearl?
Gonna be honest, I forget what it is. Is it a pearl power?
It is
It's
a pearl of power.
That's what I figured. You go for it, bud.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You have a pearl of power. It requires attunement by a spellcaster.
Oh, I know this item. You don't need to explain it.
No, I'm explaining it to our viewers.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, well,
No,
don't-
don't explain it to him.
Yeah.
We're
Don't
still
explain
on air. We're still live.
Yeah. Now, while
People.
while this pearl is on your person, you can use an action. What's the command word?
Dank.
Hey, chat, can we get a
Ooh.
command word for Savvy
Yeah.
that she has to say every time she wants to use the black pearl of power?
Yeah.
Naleli's a fascist.
Her sister is here. Her sister is literally standing right over there. Boops says it's yoinky sploinky. That's what it is. How about just yoinky?
I don't know. I see.
Burlesy. Burlesy. That sounds so bad.
Oh my gosh.
That is so bad. Okay. That yoinky sploinky.
Yankee Spaloy.
Okay. Good. So you have the pearl of power. Who's taking the boots of striding and springing?
Yeah, that'll be me.
Okay, got
Unless
it. And
I do
then
otherwise.
you have a ring of swimming. Good job. You can swim. And then
But
who's
not of water breathing.
right? It doesn't breathe underwater. You still have to use your lungs. Who's
Doesn't
taking the
breathe,
sentinel
it's
shield?
a ring.
Right. Who's taking the sentinel shield?
All right, I'll take it. I can barely lift it. Oh, and I throw my back out and I set the shield down and go do
Yeah.
my sciatica stretches.
Yeah.
Just a reminder for the shield. It has a +2 AC,
Yep.
advantage on an initiative, and what was the third
Perception.
thing? Not +2 on perception.
Take it, Mercy. Get
Advantage
the
on
shield.
perception.
Advantage on
The shield.
initiative
It's
and
basically
advantage on
saying,
perception.
take it. It's a clockwork shield.
Okay, but am I proficient in shields?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It hums. It does the thing.
I am proficient in shields. Okay,
Yeah.
Then yes, Mercy will be like, can I
We have the shield.
Yes. I mean, well, don't ask me.
Savvy's so proud. So proud.
Mercy, it's pretty heavy. Be careful.
It's actually not that heavy.
Oh no. Yeah. What I meant to say was, it wasn't that heavy, so you're gonna be fine. As I'm like mid stretch.
Damn, girl, that shield is just for you. It's so you. Sorry, that's what Yi said. Okay, so who's taking the robe of useful items?
Who hasn't got anything? Camille?
I got a ring earlier.
I mean, I can cause some shenanigans.
Don't give it to Robin.
I do
Honestly,
love-
It's not for
I
Robin.
kind of thought.
Okay, hang on. Monk just said no, so on principle, it has to go to Robin.
You know, there's a name for what you just said. I learned about it today with ADHD people, where if you tell them to do something, they won't do it. And if you tell them not to do something, they'll do it.
Is it called being a sassy bitch? 'Cause
Yes, don't give it to Robin. I'm telling you. Don't
Yeah,
give it to
give it
Robin.
to
It's too
Robin.
late. It's too late, my friend.
It's got a portable hole, right?
Because
Did I hear you say
on
it's
my
got a
notes,
portable
it
hole?
says Mercy,
it has a
robe of
private
useful
room.
items. You know what? It's broken. It doesn't even work.
Just like our DM.
Aww.
I pull a ladder
You
off-
can talk to
off
me
of
like
it,
that?
oh, it works fine.
Let's put on some adventure music.
I'm just holding a ladder now. Look, guys.
Wait,
Okay. You have one.
So
Someone
I'm
has
gonna
it.
grab some studded leather armor as well.
Yeah, you could grab the studded leather. You could become
Hi.
very beefy after this.
If I
is there
may.
studded leather that fits me?
Yes.
I could make it fit you.
What were you saying, Camille?
Oh, I was gonna say, if I may, even if her stuff isn't magic, it's really cool. I want to take Hayton's stuff.
Hatton?
Hatton.
Yeah. You could totally take Hatton's stuff.
Is her like glowing sword shard really not magic?
No. It's not.
I've been waiting for that 2 weeks.
I know. And I couldn't wait to disappoint until just now.
That's fair. That's fair.
But you can have her armor because it looks amazing, and her red cloak.
I decided I don't want the studded leather armor because it's covered in blood.
Okay,
That's gross.
it's fair. You just it just doesn't fit.
It
you put it
doesn't jive with me.
you put it back on the hanger.
I just
I
put it,
could
try to
literally
put it back
okay.
on the arms and
No, Mercy can help.
no, it's really alright. See all the stomach acid here on this one because you know the arrow went through the stomach.
Yeah. If anyone needs
it's
help,
not-
oh sorry. If anyone needs help updating your character sheets, like Mercy, if you need help with your AC, adding a shield.
I already got it.
Cool. And the advantages.
I just added a +2 shield.
Cool. Okay. Okay.
Can you message me the patches that you listed off? Because I have like the dagger, the bullseye lantern, and all that stuff. And then it says 44 of the other patches. Do we want to just roll those off camera, or do we want to roll them now, or?
Well, oh man, I'm afraid to give you a riding horse. Okay, let's roll it. I'm gonna roll a D100, and it looks like I rolled a 63. A 63 here says
4 potions of.
4
healing.
potions of healing. Wait, no, sorry, I was supposed to roll 4d4. Let me roll 4d4 first.
Holy crap!
That's a lot of patches.
12. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so that was, damn, this seems like a lot of stuff. Okay, here comes number 2.
Yeah.
Sheesh, we're doing it. 78.
78 is a spell scroll containing 1 spell of 1st to 3rd level.
Damn. Number 3. 59.
59 Nice. A pit. Yes. I got a patch that's a pit that I could just throw down. I love this one.
Okay.
Private goal.
29.
29 is 10 gems worth 100 gold pieces each.
Yeah, you know what, chat? You roll for me. We're on number 5, so someone in chat, roll a D100. Exclamation point, roll. Okay. 36.
36 is a wooden ladder.
Okay. Ah, you said it. 94.
94.
That's 7.
Is a window.
Okay, nice. Okay, 21. This is number 8.
21 is an iron door.
Okay.
These are great. I'm so excited with these.
Keep going, chat. We need a few more. We're on 9 or 10. 69. No. No.
Nice.
How did yours work? I'm indignant.
75.
I did 1d69.
Wait.
I did 69d.
No.
I
I did it first like that, and it didn't work.
69's a robo. I'm counting it.
No. Okay. 75. 11.
75's a robo.
Oh shit. Okay. And then Puck rolled a 33.
33 is a wooden ladder again.
Okay.
Yeah, dang it.
And then 33.
33 is a wooden ladder again.
So many ladders.
Okay,
Yeah,
one
lots
more.
of ladders.
One more time.
76. 2 mastiffs. Yes!
Yes!
Okay, they're dead, but cool. You have 2 dead mastiffs. You never know.
There's no oxygen in the patch.
You never know.
They sewed on dead mastiffs.
Some people bury their old family pets in the backyard.
Okay.
Sometimes you want to take them with you, though, wherever you go.
Okay, please write those down because I want to forget so that when you're like, I summon a window, it's like, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I tried to keep up, but I only got 3 of them, so I'm gonna have to go back and chat and copy the paste those.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. Very cool. Hi, Aiko. Welcome. Okay. All right. Are we done?
Yeah.
Who's got the
we're
juggling
done.
balls?
Me.
Okay.
And those are +1s to save and attack, spell saves and attack, and I refresh 1 bardic inspiration on a short rest. Did I get that
No,
right?
per day for the bardic
day.
inspiration. Per
Okay.
dawn. Okay.
Per dawn.
Cool.
Wait, but I refresh all my bardic inspiration at dawn. So like once
Look
per
up
day.
the rhythm maker's drum.
It's once per day. It's just like a pact, rod of the pact master, or pact keeper.
Okay.
So I'm
Rhythm's
one
a hard word to
action.
spell. I don't know how to spell it.
Rhythm?
I got it.
Once a day, you can use an action to refresh a bardic inspiration use.
Yeah.
That recharges on long rest.
Awesome.
Aiko's screaming at everyone in chat. Aiko, please stop screaming at people.
Aiko never stops screaming.
He goes, Minnie!
Aiko
Leah!
can't stop.
Now Toxin's screaming. Everyone's just screaming at each other. It's making me anxious.
Mom!
Okay.
Oh.
Now our mod is screaming.
Ah.
Now he's yelling louder. Okay, back to the story, everybody. So,
We're
Azrael.
considering this a short rest, right?
Yes. Short resting. Azrael, you have been stabbed as you and this gentleman over here were just kind of hanging out near the magical stash, and you are all you were fighting, and then you had a conversation with the group, and essentially you were deciding, or they were deciding what to do with you. as you are all having a conversation, actually, we'll start there. We'll pick up where that conversation ended. And I am gonna play suspense. No reason.
So, hey, would you mind just kind of recapping your whole mission here and why you're in this fort? Imagine if we hadn't heard the story for like 2 weeks.
Thanks for the 100 bits, Aiko. Yeah, Robin is coming to after pretending to being Stefan.
Hello?
I think silence is an admission of guilt. That's what I'm hearing.
Look, I'm your friend here. And I point to Savvy. My partner here could be a little bit of a loose cannon, but I want to help you out.
Savvy smashes a crate. Just random crate. Destroy.
Hey, go cool off. Go cool off.
Savvy goes into the tent to rifle through it.
Listen, I'm sorry about her. She just cares too much and tries so hard to clean up these forts. But I want to help you out here. Why don't you talk me through what your mission was? Orin, you there?
I'm here.
Oh, I mean, whatever your name is in game, I forgot what your name is in game.
Yeah, her name is Azriel.
Oh
Azriel.
yeah, she's related to Naleli. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Not
she
by
is.
blood. But
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning. Give us all the super hot goss on Naleli. We're planning on using that later.
All right.
Spare no details.
All right. From the very top. You want everything.
Just kind of sum it up in a good 30 seconds. Elevator pitch for any audience that might be listening.
All right. Well, Naleli and I were sisters, and Naleli's family came along and they adopted me. I tried to be perfect for Naleli, but I always seemed to fall short of her parents' expectations. They called me an embarrassment, and Naleli never stood up for me. She just watched as her parents tore me apart. They moved me to the attic, forgot about me, and I was completely ignored. And I didn't want to feel like a burden, so I started stealing. And Naleli's parents eventually found out. I was thrown to the streets. I learned to steal, and I've been doing it ever since.
Okay. And you're in the fort because...
Because I got caught by these bandits on purpose.
Okay.
I was attempting to expose this bandit camp and gather intel for the Judicators of Order, who paid very handsomely for the service.
And they paid you to spy on those spellcasters over there because they don't like spellcasters. And
Yes.
that my partner, come on back out, Savvy. My partner,
Savvy just
I
comes
just think it's weird that one would accept a job to be paid by witch hunters who were then killed by other witch hunters who then found themselves now suddenly killed by more powerful spellcasters.
allegedly, alleged spellcasters.
Which is
We're
a
not
completely
admitting to-
normal thing.
We're not admitting to that.
It's science.
Right. As per the handshake from before, I saw nothing here, right?
Okay, yeah. And you said that you have zero intention to go rat us out to the adjudicators of boredom or whatever.
The Judicators of Order.
Oh, got it. And you also mentioned something about knowing a pathway or safe path or something.
Yes, that is correct.
How'd you learn of
And-
this safe path? And how do we know it's safe?
The thing is, there are a lot of traps on the way, and I could be of use to you to help you avoid said traps.
Huh. Okay. Full transparency. Sometimes I lie. I get a thrill out of it. I also steal from occasion, but that's unrelated. But what I know as a practiced liar myself is that you can't just like make stuff up on the spot very easily, but if you have it committed to memory, that kind of tells you it's truth, right? Right? So, what's the first trap we come across? Go quick. And I kind of pressure you to say it fast.
Well, I want you to know there's a little encampment of about 3 to 5, about 3 miles in, on your way.
Okay. That was pretty quick.
And that's all I can tell you.
That's all you can tell me.
Perhaps it's just me, but it's a big forest. Couldn't we just simply go, I don't know, 200 yards any direction besides that way, and not run into a group of 3 or 5?
Well, no, Hamish, we would need a guide to do that. Someone who perhaps knew these woods, that grew up in this area, that could navigate through the terrain. And that would be very difficult for us to come across, would it not?
I hate to cut everyone off, but we simply just don't have time. And I'm going really fast, and I go, how many traps are there? Quick.
Hundreds.
Okay. Walk me through them really quick. Fast, go. Just envision the path in your mind.
I'm not going to tell you every single trap, otherwise I would have no use to you.
It sounds like she's an agent.
But you're envisioning them, right? Imagining as if you're going through everything?
No.
But like, could you?
I don't believe I would do that.
Because I got like 30 seconds left, and I just need you to think of all the different things.
I am only imagining the first trap that I explained to you. The rest, I've buried. And I am thinking of a pony eating ice cream on its way to Strathmore.
I see you've done this before. Well, you can't trick me. See, you thought I was the good cop, but Savvy was the bad cop, but I'm the bad cop. And I use that to do unsettling words. I have one final bardic inspiration.
And, this entire time, Mercy's just sitting there, like, fixing the studded leather that she grabbed and getting it formed so that it fits her a little bit better.
What about Hamish? Are you gonna fix his too?
He changed his mind.
Wow, Hamish, you could have had. Never mind.
Camille's gonna lean over to Ezreal and just say, "He's actually not a cop anymore."
Did he used to be a cop?
I was.
He works for your sister.
I got kicked off the force by your alleged sister.
Are you? She was a cop.
She is a cop.
She is a cop. She's like the captain, chief of police.
You're wasting time. We simply have no time.
Okay, so.
No.
She's way too good at that.
Did she fire you?
For subterfuge.
We're not talking about this. So
I'm sorry, that must have felt real terrible.
When I started asking questions about like the path and the Adjudicators of Order and whether she'd rat us out, I used this, which means I can cast Detect Thoughts without any verbal or somatic components. Read her mind.
Yeah.
And it lasts a minute, which is why I keep rushing people.
Yeah. Okay.
But what happened was as soon as she stopped complying and giving me the thoughts that I needed, I choose to dig deeper, and she has to make a save.
What kind of save?
Not an intelligence save, I don't think. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Hey.
You heard it here, folks. For those of you who are just now tuning in for the first time, or not, every time there is a wisdom save on this show, everyone must drink. Everybody.
Everybody shots.
Drink water, that is.
Wow.
Wow.
And my DC is now 16 because I got some sick ass balls that make me better at spells.
5 of them.
He does have fantastic balls.
5 of
As
them.
I'm questioning you, I'm juggling.
It is not letting me into Roll20. It seems I've been locked out.
Ah,
Oh, that's
that means
embarrassing.
You automatically fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm driving? Question mark. Wait for it.
If you wouldn't mind.
I would not
We'll
mind.
try to troubleshoot.
Okay.
No, but Savi, I'm more than happy to guide us. I don't have an issue with that.
You are gonna roll. Is it with disadvantage?
It depends on what she rolls.
A 13.
Oh, that's not enough, and it's -2, so it's
11.
actually 11. So I get to probe deeper, and I want to investigate this path in detail. I want to learn if there's traps. I want to learn a lot, but I also, after I get the answers to this question, I want to circle back and learn the surface thoughts of the conversation up to this point.
Okay, I will give you that information. So, you do see the camp. You see the invisible strings, the hair thin strings for the traps. You see the pit with spikes. You see just several traps. She's not lying. You see that there is a hollowed out tree, and by moving one of the branches, it opens the whole tree like a door and leads you down some stone stairs into an underground lair. And you don't see anything beyond that. It's all pitch black. She's never been down that far. But you do see that it is trapped both in and out.
You haven't been down the whole path. Gotcha.
No, I have not.
Okay, well.
So I learned all the traps up to the point that she's
Yep,
in?
exactly.
Oh.
Okay, and then the surface thoughts of, like, is she going to rat us out to the adjudicators of order? What was her surface thoughts during that?
Her surface
thoughts
yeah.
of, like, Naleli's my sister. What was her surface thoughts
Okay.
during that?
For Naleli being her sister, you feel, or she feels both anger and sadness and extreme jealousy when she thinks of Naleli.
But was that a true story or a made-up story?
That was a true story.
Truly made up.
You can see her in her attic where they would throw her, and you could see that her brush was broken to comb her hair. You could see Naleli as a younger version of herself. Actually, she looks pretty much the same. Picking on her, threatening to, with the cow or the sheep shears, cut her tail, and with a bull saw, cut her horns. You see her telling on her to her mother for things that Naleli did and framing her. Just really crappy childhood.
How long ago was this?
How long ago was this, Azrael?
This was a little under 10 years ago.
And Naleli's an elf, and elf
Yeah.
reach adulthood at like 100, so she was like at like the youngest 90 years old when she's
Yeah. Yes.
Naleli's awful.
It adds up, guys. It adds up.
She sucks.
It's like we were right the whole time.
Vindication.
I'm just
The final thing is her surface thoughts. Were they implying that she would keep her word, or would she sell us out at the first chance of coin?
She will keep her word. For now.
For now.
Ah?
For now.
For now.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
So
Desperate people do stupid things.
So as I get close and I say, I'm the bad cop, I dig into your brain, and you can feel me kind of worming around in there.
Oh, yeah.
You get the sense of juggling happening in your brain. As I'm juggling intently, they're going in an arc as I'm staring through the arc.
Oh, dear Lord. That is
like never breaking eye contact.
Yeah.
That is the most terrifying mental image I've ever
There's
thought
this
about.
angry look and this just juggling on the side while still keeping eye contact.
Yeah. Oh no.
And I let the balls fall to the ground. I slowly pick them up. I'm breathing heavily. I'm like, oh.
Well, I might as well reveal to you now that there was some trickery happening there. I was reading your mind. Probably didn't pick up on it because it was subtle like that. When I said we allegedly do magic, we're like magic as fuck. That was a spell. I did a spell.
I kind of gathered that from seeing the Hunger of Hadar and lots of other fire and such previously.
That she recognizes the spell is most curious to me.
Kind of a mutually assured destruction thing. You know magic, we know magic.
I don't know how to do it, but I've always been fascinated with it. I've heard stories of the Hunger of Hadar, and I've never seen it until today, so...
Who told you the stories?
There are people with the Judicar of Order who tell us very terrible stories, and all the terrible things that magic users can do, but I don't believe that it's all bad.
I look around at the mutilated bodies. Yeah, it's not all bad.
So, as you're looking around at the mutilated bodies and you're all talking to Azrael, you're going to hear something. And it's going to sound like someone gasping for air. And it's like a choked...
Oh, missed one. I'll take care of it.
And
maybe ask him questions before you kill him.
As you hear that, to the northwest, you see one of the...
isn't that the person we knocked out and then set to the side?
It is one that did not have a... It was a non-lethal blow. She's starting to wake up.
I'll take care of this.
I'm just gonna throw it there. It should have taken like 1 to 4 hours for her to wake up, but yeah, that's fine.
It's been a long interrogation.
It's been a while. I did a lot.
It's been a long interrogation. Why is your tech talk still up? I don't know, man.
Hey, Mercy,
it's been gone for a while. This is a con. I don't know that spell.
What?
While Savi's doing that, do you think can I hold up the pauldrons that aren't magical and purely technique and are glowing but cool? Do you think you could? Is that a way you can combine this with? They look cool, and I would like them on my shoulders. Do you think you could do it?
Yeah, I'd need some time, but I can do it.
I'm going to take off my armor and give it to Mercy.
Okay.
In the meantime, I may as well just hold on to one of these bloody messes, and I'll put on some bloody studded leather armor.
Okay. Deal. So she slowly rolls from her side onto her chest, and you see she just kind of puts her elbows under her and lifts her head just a few inches off the ground as just blood and snot are coming out of her mouth. And you just see she hasn't fully come out of it, but she is breathing and just kind of gasping.
Savvy is going to put her boot to the side of her chest and kick her over. Not forcefully, but kick her over.
Yeah.
You'll stay there. No need to rise.
As she rolls over, her arm on her chest slams against the grass. As she opens her eyes, you see one of them is completely bloodied. But she turns the other eye towards you and just kind of breathes quickly, but doesn't say anything.
We'll get to you in a minute. I was just going to wait.
Okay.
But is going to be standing right by her, keeping watch on her.
Okay. The rest of you, what are you doing?
I offer Azrael some jerky. Hey, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. I'm sorry, I kind of got a little too into character there. I made this. back before we started our journey.
What is it made out of? And she's gonna take a piece and just look at it.
Well,
Scorpion.
Okay. Yes, scorpion.
It's scorpion jerky. Where did you find the scorpions to make such a thing?
I'm under a rock.
Under a rock?
Yeah.
It was a big rock.
It was a big rock.
How long has it been dried for?
About the time it takes to make jerky.
Oh,
Yanye wants to know
the thickness of the meat. But,
what part of a scorpion makes jerky.
The best part.
Nice.
The best part.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you extracted the meat of the tail of a scorpion, and you've made this delicacy?
Yeah. When you eat it, your mouth goes numb.
Is it that spicy?
Oh, it's that venomous.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know,
they keep their venom in the meat.
You didn't remove the venom from the scorpions before you...
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
You don't have to worry. It's not poison, you see.
No, you know, I'm sorry. I'm just going to hand it back. She's like, look, I really appreciate this, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to remove, you know, the venom before you...
If you're off, see, your tongue only goes numb a little bit.
Oh,
You haven't even had it yet.
Bill loves it.
So I'm just gonna sit and hang out with Ezra.
I will also sit, and if Syl is nearby, I will offer a piece of the jerky to Syl.
Oh, she's gonna take it, 100%.
So Syl's gonna eat the jerky?
Oh yeah.
Okay. She's not gonna like it. She's gonna smell it. She'll maybe even bite it with one of her teeth, and then she's gonna turn her face away.
All right, I'm gonna eat it.
Okay. You can't feel your tongue anymore. It's there, but you can't feel it, and immediately you have a lisp.
Oh no.
As you can quite possibly see, this is fantastic.
It's really quite good. You should try some.
You know,
Serious.
It's so
sure.
good.
You know what? You know what? I've only got this one life, and I've come close to death many times. So.
And you're probably gonna die soon, anyways. So.
You know, you're right. Life is very short, and it's even shorter surrounded by very powerful magic users like yourself. So,
absolutely.
I might as well enjoy a little bit of very awful, but venom-infused scorpion jerky, because you know what? I may not have much longer left to live, and I've got to experience all there is. So,
you know, when you eat pineapple, it's technically digesting you at the same time. So this is really no more dangerous. I mean, it's basically you're just eating a pineapple.
You know, actually, you might be onto something. I wonder if we combine like dried pineapples with this, with you know, a fresh pineapple puree. You know, make it a little bit more fancy.
All right, there, sport. Just eat the jerky.
Pineapple puree like you find in a secondhand store.
You know, actually.
Has anybody ever told you that you're super bougie?
Super bougie.
That word doesn't exist in this world. I'm telling you that right now.
Bullshit. It does now. He just said it.
You should have seen how bougie Nellie's parents were.
If Shakespeare can make up words, so can Ham.
Bougie. I don't believe I've ever heard that before. It's quite a nice word.
Thank you. Eat your scorpion jerky.
And she's gonna put a little piece of this scorpion jerky in her mouth.
After she swallowed it, about 5 minutes later, Robin is gonna pretend very convincingly to keel over dead.
Oh.
Can I roll for insight?
Yeah, just.
I don't think it's worth it, honestly. But yes,
because if I know what he's doing, can I give him help by also keeling over?
Oh no!
Every time he does, you think he's for real. Ever since we were in the crypt with the undead, you believe him.
I'm gonna keel over as well. Then it's psychosomatic at this point.
Oh no!
You roll an insight first before you kill over, because you might just want to give him CPR.
All right.
He rolled a 17 on his fake performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you think he's for real passed out. Now you're worried that you're gonna die. Now you're having a panic attack. I need a wisdom save before you become frightened and you run out of the camp. Wisdom save, everybody, because Hamish can't tell when Robin is acting.
I hope. Can I just choose to fail?
No, because you failed. Like, yeah, no.
Wish granted.
I sit up with the start and I go, just kidding. Gotcha.
Well, that was fun. That was fun. You all had scorpion tail. I didn't see that one coming.
I had no idea that was coming.
I know I'm the one that said it. I just did not expect it.
I thought they were centipedes.
Gross. I remember those.
Are those what they're called?
The amethyst ones, yes. I still have one, and she literally pulls out a dead centipede out
It's
of her
gross.
bag. It's clean.
Actually, it looks really beautiful. It looks like you can make a bracelet out of it. The centipede bracelet.
That's not a scorpion.
Oh, and it's also not poisonous or venomous.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's extremely venomous.
I have the poison.
She does.
Wow. You know what? We used to microdose on poisons all the time to build immunity to them. So, you know what? This is just like that, right?
Damn,
absolutely. Absolutely. You know, if you want, I could probably stab you with a little bit of that poison if you want the microdose on it.
You know, I don't think now is the right time to do that, but I appreciate that.
Allow us to revisit this then. This is an individual who chose to work for, I will say this slowly, an organization of witch hunters who infiltrated a camp of spellcasters to gather information on them for a payout, who would not divulge willingly the path that we should go because that would end their utility, as though they pretend to have leverage here. And one that apparently happens to know Naleli, and happens to dislike Naleli, and happens to be familiar with microdosing poisons. Will you just let me kill her already?
Alright, see, you've been kind of approaching with that attitude, and for that reason, I can't really blame her for trying to keep whatever leverage she may or may not have.
To be 100%,
you come on real hot, you
happy.
put people on their back feet. Like, that's where she's at right now.
You know, multiple people have been microdosed with poisons. She's not the only one.
Mercy says with confidence.
And you, Azrael, or whatever your name is, tell us again, why was it that you chose to work for the Judicators of Order?
Because they were willing to pay. And they were willing to pay a lot more than my previous jobs.
Which was?
Look, I used to work as a baker, and I made the
No,
most delicious
do not play
pastries.
these games with me. You said that you were a thief, and the money was poor, and they were willing to pay you more than the desperate money you made as a thief.
Yes, I stole the most
Camille,
expensive ingredients.
help me understand. If desperation motivated her before, will desperation not motivate her again? This is not a question of conscientiousness. This is a question of practicality. She says that she will not say a word. But do we trust that when times are desperate again, and she's tired of thieving once more, that she will not once again seek the employ of those who are willing to pay her vast sums of money? for information, for names and faces, for the acts done by those who she had previously witnessed herself. Whether she can point to our location or not is irrelevant. I do not understand why we are willing to take this risk. Because she was willing to swing a blade in our favor? Again, she was willing to allow herself to be captured to that same end. Is this no different?
We could put it to a vote. Odd number. When, no.
Azrael's gonna dig in her bag and pull out dried fish and hand it to Syl.
She's got a gun!
Stop.
No.
I dive to the ground.
Slowly,
What's a
not.
gun?
No gun. Just fish.
Syl, come here.
This seems fishy.
Nope.
Sorry, I was just, you know.
No, Yan, not you two.
That scorpion didn't seem to sit well with her.
So you're just gonna give her the fish just for the halibut?
Would you like some too?
Good God, Robin. Will you cool it with the fish puns?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. I'm trying to work on scaling down on the puns that I'm doing. What? This is my way of being a good host. Should I just flip her off? Flip her?
Oh.
We
moved into larger.
The bandit on the ground is going to choke a big bloody loogie, and she's going to say, I can't breathe. And she looks in bad shape.
And yet you live. It seems you are fine.
Plot twist, she's not fine.
The narrator.
Plot twist.
She was in fact not fine.
Get that bandit a band-aid. Okay.
Look.
I vote we kill her.
I understand where you guys are coming from. Dude. And I'm not saying that we should just let her go just because she raised a blade in our name, because honestly, she didn't. She raised a blade in her own. Azrael, look, you're plenty skilled, and maybe you did let yourself captured, but let's be honest, that's really stupid. They were probably going to kill you. So, what I'm saying is, she's on contract, right? She went to these people for money, for a job. They gave her a job. She's going to complete that job. She's going to get paid real well. Why would she slip back into desperation? She's just been talking about how she's going to get paid more than ever. And why do we assume she's the type of person to turn around, put a knife in our back when we just saved her? Again, Azrael, very skilled. You would have died.
Well, because she goes out of her way to kill people that use magic.
No.
That use magic to hurt people, which we just killed all these people for that same reason.
All true, all absolutely. But we also, your words, we just killed all these people. And also your words, she kills people that use magic to hurt other people.
To hurt innocent people.
I don't.
For this specific job.
I was gathering intel. That is all.
That's true. You know, a good point. Maybe if we didn't even show up, nobody would have even died. That's typically true.
Minus the people on the road.
You're Mr. Circus Man, juggler, bad cop, good cop. You know, he did a bunch of magic and found out that my intentions are true.
I'm known as Mr. Lump around these parts.
Well, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, Mr. Lump.
Henry Lump, but you can call me Mr. Lump.
Mr. Lump in the mean streets of this particular forest.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Mr. Lump did this magic and found that my intentions were true. Is that not correct?
Now,
before I answer that, I'm really just trying that name out. This is the first time I've used it. What do you think?
I think it's quite lovely, actually.
Thank you.
Again, she is an accomplished liar. We see it once more.
Would you like to do your little magic again and see if I was lying about that? I actually do think it's quite a lovely name.
Like, Robin seems deeply wounded.
Oh no.
I take a point of damage.
Oh no.
You have the sad effect.
My ego!
You are now sad.
Oh no.
Because Robin is now sad in the corner.
Well, your intentions are good, ish, from what I was able to tell. I did learn some fucked up things about Nileli, so we should circle back, take care of that situation.
Actually, if you do pay her a visit, if you wouldn't mind, if I'm still alive, I would like to come along.
Listen, how about that? Savvy, Ham, you two are the ones that have voiced you want her dead. Look at me right now, look me in the eyes. If we let her go, and she does send the hounds after us, I will stay behind to make sure you two have the chance to escape. How about that? I am willing to stake that on this right now.
And I ask, Camille, why I should want to put you in that position to begin with.
You're not. I am. Because, Savvy, whether or not you want to say it, you trust us at least a little bit. You like us at least a little bit. And if there's one thing that you're going to have to know about me, it's that I have to believe in the good in people. And I know that is a wildly foreign concept to you. You've made that abundantly apparent, and I'm sure you have the lived experiences to prove that in your days. But my experiences tell me that not everyone is out to get you. And I want to show you that.
All right, Camille. All right.
I say whatever decision we make, whether to kill her or not kill her, we should wait till near the end of the episode when it's a good transition point.
Don't know what that means, but I kind of agree.
Because right now it would feel a little weird to have a guest bandit join our show to be killed off.
I believe that's metagaming. I believe.
That is very meta, actually.
I believe it's very meta. You're crossing a fourth wall that I can't even see. But,
Was it that obvious? I thought it was being subtle about it.
No, you were being real subtle.
I don't know what's going on,
but
so...
Yeah.
This isn't
isn't
PvP because she's a guest and she just happened to be with the bandits. So,
and that makes her worthy of getting an arrow into the throat.
Look, I know that several of you may want to do that, but
Hey, Azariel, can I stop you right there, actually? Can I stop you right there? Because Savvy's had a thinking face on for a little bit, and that's the closest I've seen in her to leniency, and I'm worried you might fuck it up. So let her think for a moment, please.
That's totally valid. You're right. I should just shut up.
I'm gonna go jump over the wall and just go for a walk for a bit.
Just fucking go so.
You see Hamish jump well over the wall, just up and over.
Just full fantasy Mario.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that he could do that.
All of us watch that happen, and in awe, I look back and I go, allegedly. Allegedly.
Okay.
For the record,
No. Robin, it's a technique, remember?
Yeah, that's not magic. That's just that particular dwarf.
Where the heck did you go? I don't even see you on the map anymore. Oh, you're over here.
So, after seeing that and after hearing allegedly, Azrael's just gonna laugh a little bit and say, right, allegedly.
taking Syl with me.
Savvy is gonna approach. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask Monk a quick question.
Yes.
Where do we all stand on general knowledge of, hey, all tieflings can cast spells?
In this world, I'm gonna say that is not general knowledge.
Okay.
Because of the environment of this world and the way magic is treated.
General knowledge?
I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Savvy approaching is going to crouch down next to Camille and in front of Azrael. And what say you, Azrael? Do you believe that my friend's trust is misplaced? Do you believe in the best of people? Or do you understand what the desperate can do?
I believe that there is good in people. And I know what desperation feels like, and I know the pull of needing to live, to survive. But there are good people out there.
And am I looking at one now, Azrael? Are you a good person?
I haven't always been. But I'd be willing to try.
That was a pretty badass line.
And yet it was not direct, which is a problem I continue to have with you, Azrael. You seem to feel as though if you speak for long enough that we will get lost in your words. Are you a good person? Do you believe yourself to be a good person?
Sav, if that's what you're wanting to hear, then yes, I am a good fucking person.
Language.
Oh no, Azrael. If I wanted to hear something, it would be your scream now. I don't need your attitude. I don't need your wrath. I need your fucking compliance. You do not live based on your own words now. You live based on the testament and good faith of someone that I do value. I'm merely trying to determine whether or not his judgment is misplaced. I can promise you this: if you wish to have a semblance of pride or attitude with me, I will show you your insides. That is a promise. And I echo what I said before. I promise you, Azrael, if you think of betrayal, if you squander the opportunity, not that you have earned for yourself, but that Camille has given you, I will make your death slow. Of that you can be sure. Are we clear?
Crystal, actually.
Wonderful.
And she's gonna look
She'll
away
stand
from
up.
Savvy.
Savvy's gonna go back and visit Bandit.
Can I go with? I want to keep up this good cop, bad cop thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump back over the wall.
Everyone look up.
Allegedly! Hey, dude, we don't know what happened. It could have been the wind.
Look, Azrael is literally disassociating at the ground right now, thinking about her insides becoming her outsides. So she did not see anything that Hamish just did. So
No, you're good. You're good.
So
yeah, these spirits are extremely nice.
You're just gonna see, looking straight up, just how tall this is, and he jumps over the tree stumps with the spiked edges. He could have jumped clear over the second floor of the stack, and he lands right in the middle of camp. It was awesome.
Does he do a superhero pose?
It's 3-point landing, but he's a dwarf, so it looks like 2.5. It was beautiful. Oh, he's so sad. No, it was epic. It was epic.
Yourself, these boots, I swear, I will not get blisters. They're just that good.
The girl, she is on her back. She pushes her elbows under her lower back, and she just starts to kind of crawl back a little bit. She's trying to put her back up against the post so that she can get some gravity in her lungs. She's kind of dazed as she looks up. You demons. And she
what
coughs
is your
blood.
name?
She coughs blood at your boots, and she looks up at your waist height. Leora. My name is Leora Mendez.
Robin is just juggling furiously. Oh yeah, you weren't included in that recap.
Hey, B Conway 144, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, and welcome to the shenanigans. She leans back, and as she leans back, she sits up. Mendez. My name is Leora Mendez.
And why are you here, Leora?
I work here. I work for Hatton.
Worked?
She looks over and just sees the destruction that is this camp. Robin is still dressed as Stefan. Does the disguise end? Or is that was that a spell?
So, yeah, I can post the spell again. So it's not concentration, and it lasts for 1 hour.
Okay, it's expired. Okay. Unless you want to recast it.
Nah.
Okay, got it. She is going to say to you, Savvy. Wait, what was the question?
It wasn't a question. She just said worked. She
Yeah.
said, I work for Hatton.
Yeah.
Savvy said worked.
Yeah. She's going to look and she's going to say, You've killed all of us. I live in Brittle Hollow, just south of here. Hatton. She was my boss. She was El Jefe.
Now, at the mention of her living in Brittle Hollow, I'm gonna come over. What do you mean you live in Brittle Hollow?
She's gonna look down to your eyes, and she's a younger girl, probably between 18 to 25. Although she's fit, she fills the armor well. She has strong legs and big calves. Obviously, she's wounded and kind of deflated at the moment. And she looks at you and she says, Native, Brittle Hollow, my whole life, I've lived there. That dry town is Mikasa.
Well, I know, but I know just about everybody that lives there. So, how about you tell me about where your family, who else? Anybody else from Brittle Hollow that was here?
She looks around at the dead on the ground. Ramos, Rufio, Benito. We're all from Brittle Hollow. And she kind of looks around and she sees Hatton. My dad, mi papa, he runs the bakery there. And she coughs up more blood.
Robin's confused at this line of questioning, looking at Savvy confused, turns to Ham and goes, "Whoa, cool it, partner. Coming in a little hot. This doesn't feel right. Do I take the walk?" I lean in close to him. "You're supposed to come in very aggressive, and then I come in very nurturing."
Sorry,
It's
sorry.
just you're just doing very neutral questions, and I don't know how to play off of that.
Right,
So,
I'll tell you
are you guys talking loud enough for her to hear that?
Why are you here?
Robin doesn't whisper very well.
You say you're from town, but why are you here? Why are robbing your own townsfolk?
Yeah, that's good. Use that. Whoa, cool it, partner. Yeah.
So,
why are you killing your friends?
We're not killing anyone. Oh, wrong, moved the wrong person. We're not killing anyone.
I call bullshit.
We're just gathering. We're just gathering items for Hatton.
So you haven't killed anybody? You're gonna look us right in the face and just say it. Your entire operation, all of you, universally, run with the policy of not killing people. Is that what you're gonna say?
Es mentiras. We're not. We'll kill someone if we have to, but
if you have to,
but we don't.
If it's the last possible straw, you'll try every other option. Like let me pose a scenario to you, and let me ask how your organization would respond. You come across a traveler, maybe an old woman, who begging for you to not harm them. Kill, or don't be a dick. What would your organization do as like a whole?
They'd definitely be a dick.
Let me why don't you answer that one for me? I would refer to you by name, but I didn't take the time to remember it.
That's okay. That's okay.
No, it's not okay for you, I promise. No, just answer the question.
I don't remember the question. And you see her eyes kind of roll back a little bit. An old lady would need help. We would help her.
Yeah. So an old lady crosses your path, like on the highway out there, like an old elderly person. And they provide you assistance. Maybe she gives you a bundle of oranges or something like that. And then you would
give her tortillas. We're not here. My job is not to rob or kill from old people, especially old señoritas. No, we are here for the magic items. And she looks over at the stash over to the left, on the other side of the camp, where the two dead guards are. We were just gathering magical items.
Okay. You got keys for that stash?
No. It's wide open. There's no roof on it.
Sorry, Ham, I interrupted you. Go ahead, continue.
Ham is just processing.
So what are your opinions of Erica and Katarina? Do they hold these same views of helping elderly señoritas and giving them tortillas?
Erica, she's one of our captains. Yes, I mean...
Okay, so she would do the exact same thing.
She's very cool.
Yeah. So she's not like a Spitfire? Or what's the word? Hellfire? She's not a...
I don't know.
So, let me run something past you. Just like my friend here is doing. Let me run an idea past you. And you tell me which one you would do. What your group would do. Imagine there's let's say an older man, 60, 65, and he's got with him a young escort.
58. Max.
And he introduces himself and tries to help out some ladies with a cart in the middle of the road.
He looks good for his age.
Aye, he does. And there's a bunch of people waiting in the woods with, again, just spitballing here with bows and arrows, taking people hostage. Tell me, does that sound like something your organization would be part of, or would they help those people?
Wait. In this hypothetical, are your people in the woods or my people in the woods?
Our people have some kick-ass mustaches, or one of them does. Someone might mistake him for 55.
Okay.
In this hypothetical, which side are your people on, and what are they doing?
We're going to... Is our cart broken or their cart broken? Whose cart is broken?
Your cart.
I would ask for help.
Go ahead, Ham.
But he's a bit older, so we probably wouldn't ask him for help.
Okay. That hurts. The same look that he gave Savvy 5 minutes earlier gives to this random person. That cuts me deep.
I think my lungs are bleeding as she's coughing up blood.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like...
Please, will you help me, please?
We're not going to waste the spell slot, I don't think.
I'll help you. I'm going to shoot her in the face.
Oh, shit!
Oh my God.
Holy... Are you serious? With what?
Yeah. My bow.
You have disadvantage. You're in melee. I'm kidding.
You missed.
The pause. You missed.
That could look pretty cool too if it just pulled.
Okay.
I kind of want to see the dice roll for exactly that reason.
Wait. Okay. Wait. So.
I'll do it with sharpshooter.
No, stop it. I don't want to do this. And by do this, I need to make sure, are we doing this?
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
know what her organization would do because they did it.
Okay.
I described the situation, and if she's from Brittle Hollow, like, I'm not taking her home.
Okay. And you
this one home to mom and pop.
You put an arrow right in her face, and she slumps forwards, right into her knees, and instant death.
I pull out a little handkerchief, I wipe off some of the blood splatter that got on me, and I turn to the group and I'm like, she was flying, right? Like, we could all agree?
Holy.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
Sad little Tigger bounces.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check out that storeroom.
Okay. Well, that just happened.
I would like to briefly have a conversation with Azrael while that conversation
is
occurring.
Yeah, rewind, and then you two are talking.
I'm gonna pull her like over here.
That's fair. I would get as far away from that situation as possible. You guys go down to the tents. It's very cozy here.
Azrael, I'd like to say first thing, I'm really sorry about the heat that Savvy came at you with. She is a good person. Even if she don't think so, I don't know if she thinks so, but I think so. And she's just spell a tough love. That'll hurt a person. I heard your story. I know that don't need explaining to you, but just saying, don't hold it against her. That was actually an incredible amount of restraint that we saw there. Like the Savvy that I met, you would be dead. You would not be standing here right now. So, people change.
Hey, Camille, can you move the microphone a little bit closer to your face? Just a drop.
How's that?
Better, thank you.
Okay.
you know, I fully expected to be dead, but I'm really glad that I'm not, because I do truly believe that if I try, I might be able to become a good person. Because I know I have done things that are not good, and I've done it for money because I needed to live. But if there is a chance that I may be good, I'm willing to try.
There is a chance, and I will say you've got a really easy chance right in front of you, and that is very simply all that I have asked from you and will ask from you, which is don't rat out the people that just saved your hide. That's it. That's a very easy step you can take towards being a good person. But for what it's worth, I don't think you're a bad person. I think good people can do bad things.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, I do, just to impress this upon you, because just as I think Savvy's maybe learned a little bit from me, maybe, I'm not so bold as to say certainly, but I know that I have learned things from her, and so I do feel the need to say this next part. So just brace and know that I care about you and I trust you, but this kind of needs to be said. You see that,
Right.
that woman on the ground that they're talking to over there?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I chose to knock her out, and I was kind of hoping she would stay out until we were gone.
Oh.
Now, she's awake. And this whole me stepping in for you, I don't think I have the standing to step in and save 2 people from them today. So I chose you. I want you to know that if she dies, it's because I chose for you to live.
Oh.
And so I want you to not waste that, okay? If you send people after us, there's 3 things that could happen. Either I'm gonna die, not them, not the ones that were mean to you, the one that saved you, he's gonna die. The people you send are gonna die, or both. That's all that will be accomplished. And what's more, that means Savvy's gonna be alive, and that means you're gonna die. Now, I don't think that's gonna come to pass. But now, if Savvy asks, I can say that I've told you this, so you have this information. And I know you can't look in my mind. I think you can't look in my mind like Robin can look in yours, but I promise you, that is the truth.
I believe it. That's for sure.
Now, I don't know what the plan is from here, where we're going, where you're going, but as far as I'm concerned, you're more than welcome to hang out here as long as you need to. Just...
No, I really appreciate all that you've done, you know. And I'm really going to try my hardest not to let you down, or let any of you down. And if I can continue on this path and maybe have a chance to be a good person and find people that actually do care, it would be worth it. It would be something that money cannot buy.
As you say, oh sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, you go. Nah,
as you say, it can't be something money, or it can be something money can't buy. You look over her shoulder, Camille, and you see Hamish just assassinate her, just arrow to the face.
Just for framing, I would like to say that when I gestured in that direction, we now ended up kind of like this. So I don't see it yet, but she does.
Okay.
Oh.
You see it. They just killed her. You can't hear what they're saying over there, but you see her kind of put her hand up, pleading for help. Blood on the side of her lips as she's surrounded by Hamish, Robin, and Savvy. And then she's dead.
And then he leaps over the wall.
Allegedly.
And then Hamish jumps away.
Just kidding. I didn't do that. I just went.
My head whips around. I make direct eye contact and mouth the word allegedly as he leaps away.
I'm just gonna have this really wide-eyed look, and I'm just staring at this now dead bandit.
Yeah.
And I see the allegedly mouthed over there, and I'm just like still wide-eyed. I'm just nodding at Robin.
Completely oblivious to all of that just happened. Cam's just gonna put his hand on your shoulder because you look very wide-eyed. You're paying attention. You're in this moment with us.
Oh my gosh.
I'm juggling.
No! You're not juggling right now.
It's just a pastime. It's always juggling.
Hey, Cam's just gonna say, you can be a good person. You are a good person. Make your actions reflect that.
Okay.
That's it. It's that easy. And he's gonna turn around and go, oh, okay, all right, yeah, okay.
Holy cow. Okay, Azrael, is there anything you're doing after seeing that?
Still sitting on the ground, staring in that direction.
Okay, cool.
Mercy looks satisfied with the work and goes, Ham, I'm... Ham, go.
He bounced away. Hey, Mercy, I got some potential treasure trove for you to look at here. They said they have a whole stash of magic items.
That's the magic items we shared at the beginning of the session.
Mercy, we already looked at all the magic items. I misunderstood.
This place has been looted.
I thought there was more magic items. Never mind.
The bandits have studded leather armor, and yeah. Welcome to the show, Robin.
I was so excited that there was more in there.
No, that is it.
Was saying.
No, that's it. You guys have already looted it.
Okay.
Was there anything else in the main tent?
Nope.
Like any paperwork or anything like that?
Oh, paperwork. That is something that's in there. Make an investigation check.
Map of the area?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Once my character sheet stops being a brat.
Yeah. Yeah, Robin, you're looking down where all the chests have now been pulled out and open. You can see that this was essentially what you find out, Mercy, is that the Judicar of Order, they are tasked with not just finding magic welders, but also magical items. And they destroy them. And what this group was trying to do is they were trying to preserve these magical items. They were trying to get them away from here. Where they were taking them, you don't know. But anyway, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, totally just an innocent, sympathetic line of thinking. Yeah, you know, totally just a group that we should feel guilty about killing after they tried to ambush us on the road and initiate a combat with us. So
they can rest easy knowing that the magic items will indeed be taken away from here.
They sure will.
Wait. So
with
this bandit camp was working for the Adjudicators of Order, but also Azrael was hired by the Adjudicators of Order to infiltrate.
If the Judicar of Order find these magical items, they will destroy them. At least this way, they could be sold instead of destroyed.
I got it. Okay, I'm on the same page now.
Black market magic.
So we're playing Pathfinder.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
Well, Pathfinder is another TTRPG.
Okay.
Okay.
It recently came out with its second edition.
Are you actually me right now? Or okay, go ahead.
Sorry,
more like Jeopardy.
For some reason, I'm hearing you say these things, and I'm just not comprehending them tonight. I'm really struggling. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not you. It's not you.
It's Robin.
I think it is me.
I
I'm the
think.
only one struggling.
Okay.
Everyone else is keeping up.
The previously on host has just been concussed a bit too many times.
You didn't pregame, right, Robin? You the pregame. Okay.
Wait, are we not playing Pathfinder right now?
Why do you say? Wait, help me understand the joke. Why would this be Pathfinder?
No, it was just I'm missed so many things. I missed the entire game we're playing.
Okay, got it. No, we're playing Starfinder.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
there
cast fly ship.
Aye, Captain.
It's Yahtzee.
Okay. What are you guys doing now?
I have something, but I've talked a lot. So does anyone else want to do something?
No such thing.
I'm gonna come back after a minute or two, and
before you come back, my thing was actually I wanted to come find you.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, don't jump. I know you love your new shoes, but stop jumping everywhere, bro.
Never.
Dude, they are so comfy.
Never stop jumping.
No matter what they tell you, son, never stop jumping.
Never stop, never stop.
My father told me one thing before I left the house.
You'll never be a jumper, son.
You'll never win the high jump record, he said.
He said,
look at me now, Dad.
Comes great responsibility.
Daddy, I love him.
He also said, with great hops comes great beer.
Yeah.
Sorry, let's bring it back in. Let's play. Do we want suspense music or somber? Let's do suspense.
Action.
So, Robin goes, I'll go find Ham. I'll bring him back. And then we can circle up and get out of here. Unless we're camping here tonight, but we'll figure it out when we come back. He walks up, puts a foot on the chest of the dead bandit, and rips Ham's arrow out of the skull.
Oh, she slumps over.
Nice.
And I go, I'm gonna go bring this back. And I'm gonna go try and find Ham.
Okay. You go around the gate. Ham's somewhere in the woods, so you go out for a walk.
Ham a llama ding dong.
Hey, Robin, over here.
Oh, how'd you get up so high, bud?
No, Robin, I'm behind the tree here. Hi.
Oh, there you are. So, how you feeling? I sit down, and I just kind of invite you to sit down next to me.
I'm pissed.
Yeah. Tell me about that, bud.
But a hollow, it's only... Everybody knows everyone.
So, are you upset that you didn't know that person?
No, I'm upset that people I care about, people I grew up with, are doing this.
So you did know that person?
I know her dad.
Oh. So, that kind of help walk me to the destination you're currently sitting at, bud, because you grew up in the same place that they did, and that makes you upset that they're doing the things they're doing. I think there's something else there.
Well, also upset that. Well, maybe if I didn't leave, maybe they would have not done this.
Oh, yeah, that's reasonable.
No, it's not. Don't lie to me.
Oh, good. I was gonna have to go through a long walk to get you to that conclusion. I'm glad we were already there.
No, it's just these are my family. These are the people I care about.
I didn't even know that person's name.
Well, I know, but again, I know her pa, I know her ma.
Yeah.
I know the people that she probably spends time with.
Spent time with. Too soon? Sorry.
Too soon.
Sorry.
We're about to go back, and I know that there's no easy answer here. If I say something, I get to tell them that the family was, that their daughter was in cahoots with bandits and killing people and robbing them. If I say nothing, the daughter simply never comes home.
I don't regret what I did, but I don't like the responsibility it gave me.
Kind of interesting.
Just thinking about it.
Huh. Good thing to think about. Let me give you one more tidbit to think about. Why do you feel the responsibility over these people? Why do you feel the responsibility over the people around you? Let me put it this way. What gives you the right to think you have any influence over the decisions they make? The only thing that's important is you being better than you were yesterday and doing what you think is the best. And at this point, I reveal the arrow and I hand it back. And living with those decisions.
I shake off a bit of the gray matter on there and I know. Like I said, I don't regret it. I just don't like it.
Good. You probably don't want to like doing that. That's when you know you've gone too far.
You know, Robin, speaking of going too far, it was easier than I expected it to be.
Give it like a couple of days. You're probably in shock right now. When that wears off, it's really gonna hit you. You're probably gonna dream about it for a long time. You're not gonna have a good night's sleep for a while. But give it a while. After a couple days, we'll see if it's still as easy as you thought it was.
If I ask nicely, would you help me bury him at least?
Her.
Would I help you bury him?
Well, not you specifically. I get that you're a, you know, how did she put it, old?
Okay. I thought we were having a nice moment.
I mean, if you want to, I won't stop you.
Well, I mean, my
I just
back, and I did a little boxing in college, so I have a bad elbow. You know.
I get it. I get it. I'll do it. I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself or overextend yourself.
Yeah.
Should we head back?
Let's head back. Yeah.
And we head back.
Okay, you guys head back to camp. Back at camp, is anything happening?
I'm just gonna passively pile up the bodies in the center of the fort.
Okay.
So are we resting here or are we heading out?
What time is it?
It is probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
Dang the night.
Hey,
Might as
you
well.
know the area. I don't believe we're too close to your hometown, correct?
You're
not entirely
probably
sure.
You're probably 1 day's travel, like 3/4 day travel to get there.
We probably will get there tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning, depending on how fast we go. But I'm not super keen on spending the night here.
We gotta go get the card anyway.
Aye. So, I'm just getting all these together. We can leave in, I would say, I'll be done in about half an hour.
Why would we leave, Hamish? Ask yourself, what? Here there is a fortified position. There are towers, there are fences. I know you know this land, but apparently there are traps. And I do not envy us to keep watch on our guest in the midst of the night.
You make a good point. I wasn't excited about spending all this time next to
Your handiwork. It passes easier when you're forced to confront it. If not, you can take a tent.
The tents are already set up.
Why not a funeral pyre and just burn all the bodies?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you to do before. But we'll still do that. We'll still do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do some people want to go grab the cart while we do that? That way in the morning we're rested up and we can go head out.
Okay, so we're gonna burn the dead. You pile them up. You light the pyre, and that's gonna take about an hour as a group to get it done. About 2 hours if not everyone helps. But you gather the dead, you light them on fire, and by 5 p.m. The camp is, obviously the camp is yours, but it is secure, and there's torches around, and there's been no activity coming or going from the camp. And here's where we'll take our break. So, good first half. Welcome back, Robin. Welcome back, Hamish. We missed ya. And Soren, good job. I was texting Soren. I was like, run. She's like, no. No. I'm like, run. She's like, no. So if she dies, it's not on me. For those of you who just tuned in, we do have a halftime show while the cast take a break. And B Conway 144, thank you so much for the sub. Love you, dude. So we're gonna come back in 15 minutes, but if you are watching, go get some water and then come check out this awesome show. Our star and host of the show is our very own Soren Angel. So let me pause the dramatic music. Let's go to intro and cast players. We'll see you in 15.
Alright, hello everyone. We want to welcome you all back to the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. I'm your host Soren, and we have a guest co-host today. Please welcome Leon Le Leon to the halftime crew.
Hi everybody, how's it going?
So this is our show within a show, and we appreciate you all joining us. So today we'll be continuing our interview segment, but before we do, we'd like to give a shout out to some talented artists. As you may have already noticed, we have some beautiful artwork hanging in our tavern, courtesy of Puckwudgie and Soft Brambles. You will also notice the many legendary memes created by our amazing viewers like Aiko, Boop the Raccoon, and Mr. Mini Mopsy. If you are an artist and you create fan art or a legendary meme, we would love to see it. If you visit our gaming-related Discord, you may post your artwork in the community art channel and your top-tier memes in the Memes Are Us channel. For those not using Discord, you can share your artwork by tagging us on Twitter and TikTok. For formatting purposes, landscape orientation is preferred but not required. And if you do share your fabulous art, it may be featured in a future episode of Gaming Related here in our tavern. So now we're going to move on to our new segment. So in the past, we've been answering some D&D related questions with our expert knowledge, of course. But today we're going to be continuing our new series. So for our halftime show in the coming weeks, I'll be interviewing a lovely member of our cast and crew. And before we get started, a quick reminder to those hanging out with us for the halftime show, you are more than welcome to send in your questions for our guest to answer using your channel points. But please be respectful and keep in mind that your question may be refunded if it goes against our community guidelines or if the guest does not feel comfortable answering your question. So today we have a member of our lead cast, Leon Le Leon. Welcome to the halftime show. How do you feel?
Thank you. Yeah, I feel pretty good. I would also like to point out that we might refund your question if I don't like your tone.
That's right. You know what? If Leon does not like your tone, instant refund, okay?
Just be careful. I know Star and Ico are here, so I gotta specify that.
Uh-oh. Are you ready for these questions?
I'm so ready.
All right. So. Oh.
Huh? Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as usual, we're gonna start with a simpler question. What is your favorite food at the moment? It doesn't have to be right now. Like, it doesn't have to be of all time, but you know.
Just at the moment. What am I vibing with right now?
Yeah, what you're vibing with.
Right now, I vibe with my fiance makes an absolutely wonderful Indian butter chicken. And you pair that with rice or some naan, and it is just, it's choice. It is wonderful. Such a comfort food, absolutely.
Hell yeah. You know what? I love that. That sounds so busted.
Respectfully, I mean...
Respectfully busted.
I heard the intonation of our exchange right there, and I thought about watching this back later, and I know I'm gonna cringe, so that's
Don't
perfect.
worry about it. Everything's fine. So, I'm just gonna throw this in there. Those of you who don't know already, Leon streams on his own channel right here on Twitch. So if you're in the market for some quality content, go ahead and check out Leon's channel, which I will go ahead and post in the chat right now. All right, there we are.
Thank
give
you.
him some
Thank
love.
you. I appreciate that. If you decide to come hang out, it's usually a good time. Yeah, note that Soren did not say what level of quality the content is, but it sure is a quality of content.
It's high quality content, I hope you all know. So that leads me to our second question. I noticed that you enjoy playing Pokemon, and if you could bring any Pokemon to life, which would it be and why?
Okay, so I brought visual aids for this interview.
Amazing.
So I'm gonna show you this little devil right here.
Oh my gosh.
This. Let me. I hope that's framed properly for you folks at home. This is Rotom, and Rotom's a mean little machine. He's an electric ghost type Pokemon, okay? And what his whole shtick, his whole jam, as you see, he turns into appliances. He like inhabits your like home appliances and electronics. And I'm just thinking, I live out here in California, okay, it's rough. We're talking free electricity for powering my many devices. We're talking about if I keep him happy, he can help me with all of my work. He can get in the computer, he can help me render stuff faster. And look at him, he's just a little guy.
Little guy?
He's, in fact, several little guys. That's my spiel on Rotom. I love Rotom.
You know what? I love that. I love that you brought a visual aid to this interview.
I brought several.
Specifically for that question. Oh, you brought several.
Yeah, there will be more.
I love this. Okay, we did have some questions come in from our viewers. What were your thoughts during that rather intense exchange that just happened? This one came from Yenie.
Yeah, I will ask for a specifying. I'll ask you a specifying question. Which one? Because there were a couple.
And while we're waiting for a response on that one, Yenie also asked, Leon, what is the best breakfast food?
The best breakfast food.
That's a good one.
It's so hard to go wrong with good biscuits and gravy.
Ooh. Yes.
I gotta say, it's a strong contender. I'm also just a fan of the breakfast taco.
Heck yeah. Breakfast tacos. I love that.
I don't have a lot of passion behind breakfast food. That's my fiance, Arby. If she heard me say that, even she would have words for me. But it's not my jam. I'm because breakfast is usually half sweet. I'm a savory guy. I like savory foods. I would eat dinner for every meal.
Valid.
I have
totally
before.
Valid. Yenie did say dealer's choice, whichever you felt was the most shocking for Camille.
So little insight into Camille at this moment in the campaign. I don't think any interaction so far today has been shocking for him. I think they've all kind of gone down more or less how he expects, except for as he just learned from turning around. I don't think he expected Ham to be the one to kill the bandit. And I'm not sure what he's going to make of the explanation, if he ever gets the explanation. All he knows right now is between Robin and Savvy standing over this person, Ham's the one that took the shot. And we obviously Ham's moving down a darker path, but to Camille at the start of the campaign was just like, yeah, look at this guy. He's all like teary-eyed. He's full of hope and potential. This is a little dude. He's like, what a cool guy. And now Ham hunts people.
Yep, that was a shocking moment for sure.
But as for everything else that's occurred, particularly between Azriel and Savvy, it went pretty much how I had hoped it was going to go, and not quite how I thought it was going to go. I thought we were going to see a repeat of the pattern of Camille not being able to bring Savvy down, and Savvy doing Savvy stuff, which we love her for.
Savvy Stabby? Stabby Savvy?
Old Stabby Savvy. If that's not a high school nickname, I don't know what is.
Oh no. Oh, also, how fitting question from Giggles. How dare you?
Easily and with gusto, my friend.
Oh. Amazing. Okay, another one from Toxin. You often do one-on-one conversations as Camille. Which conversation has had a major impact on your character?
I think I haven't actually noticed that, but yeah, most of Ham's outspoken moments do happen one-on-one. I would say the most impactful so far. I think it counts as a one-on-one conversation, even though it happened in front of everyone. But it was in the cavern aboard the ship right before Cam basically called out Tabas to appear, and it was Savvy basically telling him like, hey, you're your own dude. What do you do? What do you want? And that was a shocking question that I think had the most impact coming from Savvy, someone who Camille has seen time and time again just do what she wants. And she's still here.
Yep.
And he never, I don't want to say never, but rare has he considered what he wants in a situation. So I think as far as impact on the character and like his actions that we'll see going forward, I think that was the most impactful.
That was the turning point.
Yeah. We'll see where it turns to.
We'll see. All right. Let's see. We have another one from Pukwudgie. So, is seeing how quick the others in the party are to jump to the kill conclusion affecting Camille's trust in them at all?
Yes and no. He still trusts them with his life. He trusts them with him, and he trusts them with themselves, and the regular things that you would trust a person with. As far as diplomatic situations are concerned, I think it's exactly a diagonal graph that he trusts each of them as far as he could throw them in a diplomatic situation. To say he trusts Ham the most to not turn a diplomatic situation violent. And I guess swap Robin and Savvy, because he trusts Robin more than Savvy to not go violent, but that's not saying much.
I mean, you know. Oh, goodness.
That's a good question, though, because
that is a good question.
I will say, as you guys saw last session, and the culmination of it this session, Cam was kind of underhanded in trying to make a person not get killed, and it didn't work.
You know what?
Is a tricky thing.
It is. And you know what? I appreciate your efforts every time, you know? At least you gosh dang trying, you know?
Yeah.
After all these times.
Somebody's gotta try.
Somebody's gotta do it. Oh dear. So we're gonna jump back into some questions. Let's see.
I do want to say we missed Aiko's.
Did we miss one?
This question's very important to me personally, because he just asked me on how was your day, said in a high-pitched voice.
Oh dear.
It's pretty good, Aiko. Thank you. How was your day?
Oh.
All right, we can move on now.
We did have another question come in from Mr. Minimopsy. Who is one of your favorite PCs that you've played and why?
Ooh, that's a good question. And this kind of intersects with I think a question coming up. But my first character was actually my favorite character that I've played, primarily because that campaign just went on for so long. We really got to flesh out so many things about the world and about like each other as characters and the way we interact with one another. It's really not. We played that campaign for like 5 years. We went like organically from level 1 to 17.
Dang.
Just a lot of memorable moments, and that was like the foundation for my experience in D&D. So it was a lot of fun.
That's so cool. I love that.
I'll tell you more about them in a little bit. I don't want to cross the questions too much.
Alrighty. So, back in episode 1, we learned that you own a sizable collection of minis. And if you were to give a rough estimate, how many unpainted minis do you currently own?
Wow, call me out on stream like that. I actually don't remember that I shared that information in episode 1. Y'all do your research, you here at the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. You research your reviews. I have a visual aid for this one as well. It's not just a lineup of all my unpainted minis, though I wish it was. I have this. This is something that on my streams when I'm a little better lit, you can see right behind me. Right back there, but it's just little bookshelves and stuff. But you see that chest at the bottom? That is just full of unpainted minis and paints with which to maybe paint them at some point. Not to mention the unpainted Blightsteel Colossus figure up on top that might get paint. The answer's a lot, okay? I spent too much money on figures I may never paint. Don't fall into this trap. People at home, hang on.
Are you doing the thing?
Probably. People at home, get so close right now. Look me in the eyes. I don't repeat my mistakes. If you decide to get into painting minis, paint only or buy only what you're going to paint, and then paint it, and then buy more. Learn from me. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Ah! I froze. It's fine.
Oh,
hi.
Okay. Welcome back. That was incredible. Thank you for doing that. Little PSA to everyone out there. So, circling back to that question, what was your first D&D character?
Okay, my final visual aid.
Yes.
I would like to introduce you all to Medrish.
Oh?
Medrish Akra, as you can see, is a Dragonborn fighter. And when the game with him started, I'll just give you a little sneak peek. Breathe him in, everybody. He's beautiful. That was done by, this art was done by Brambles, just like the art of Camille. He sucked as a person.
Oh.
Because I made him at a time in life when I sucked as a person. I was in high school. I dare you to find a high schooler that doesn't suck as a person, but I was particularly bad. Hot-headed, and that kind of transferred itself into my character. In these interview segments specifically, we've already spoken to people about how oftentimes people will bleed into their characters. And thankfully, over the 5-year period that I played Medrish, that remained true. As I grew and learned from life and became a better person. I can't say if I'm a good person, but I know for a fact I'm a better person, which is all any of us can hope for. Take that lesson to the bank, Azrael. That bled into Medrish. He was hot-headed, he kind of did his own thing. Big, like, protagonist syndrome kind of D&D character.
Oh,
We've all had one at the table and they're never fun. And then as I started to learn, he took a more, still a central place, but he was more about protecting people. He became defensive. He became a tactical person. but it was less like, this is what we're going to do, and more, this is my plan. What do you guys think about that? Which, as an adult, sounds like a really silly specification to make. But when you are a teenager and you're just learning that those conversations are so important with the people around you,
oh yeah,
having that revelation it's very meaningful. And to be fair, I know a lot of adults still that need to have that revelation. So he was a fighter. He even like the transition happened in his build as well, because he was just full fighter, and he started taking levels in Bard and just taking this like big meaty like support. My brain just melted. Like a support sort of position in the party, and it was my first character. It was the most development I've ever had in a character, and it was my favorite character to play because I got to watch all of that development. That's my very long-winded way of saying that.
I love that. I love that your character kind of grew with you, you know? Like, that's so wholesome, you know? Like, what? You just find, like, meaningful lessons along the way.
Sometimes D&D is therapy.
It is. Oh, 100%. But also, therapy's good, you know?
Yes.
Don't use just D&D.
Yeah,
Little
please,
PSA
everyone.
number 2.
D&D can be your therapy, but if you need therapy, don't let it be your only therapy.
Yeah.
To be clear, everyone probably needs therapy.
So, speaking of characters, what inspired your character, Camille?
Okay, hang on, I wrote something down for this because I wanted to make sure that I remembered it. Okay, yeah. So honestly, the inspiration behind Camille was I was so tired of playing characters that had like these grand destinies and chosen from birth and trained child soldiers and children of nobles, like people born for greatness. That got old. So I just wanted to be just a guy. Like just some dude, and then all of this stuff just happens to him. And he's like unprepared for everything that's happening. And it at the time, and even now, I feel unprepared for a lot of the things happening to me. So there's that you bleeding into your character a little bit. At the end of the day, Camille is just a big dumb kid who's in like way over his head, which I think is a state that everyone can or has at some point been able to relate to.
Oh, for sure.
So I just wanted to take that farmer NPC you meet in the first couple sessions of your D&D game, and I wanted to be like, well, what if he was one of the heroes?
Give him a little spotlight, you know?
Yeah.
I love that. You're just your ordinary, run-of-the-mill guy.
For my next slide of the PowerPoint, Camille's backstory. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay it all out in front of you right here. Here's everything.
Amazing. You know what? Pop up. You know what I mean? Pop up, girly pop.
Up, girly pop.
Yep.
Soren taught me how to use that phrase.
Oh my gosh.
I may be 25, but internally, I'm at least 68.
Oh no. So, are you ready for this last question?
Sure.
It's a deeper one, so. Alright.
Hit me. Go for it.
What is the scariest thing you've ever done?
By the way, I'm gonna open the curtain for a second for everybody at home. Did you see that little banter back and forth we did where Soren was like, "Hey, are you ready?" And I was like, "Oh, maybe." It's all fake. We get these questions ahead of time. It's all staged. Art is a lie. Nothing is real. The scariest thing. Okay. Yeah, curtain shut. Back to it. That's a good question. Honestly, this is. I hope you guys are ready for the cheesy answer. I haven't gone skydiving. I haven't done anything like I would consider dangerous to my own life. The scariest thing I've ever done was when I proposed to my now fiance. We had been together for 9 years already at the time. We got together when I was a freshman in high school. And I was never afraid that she was going to say no.
Mm-hmm.
We love each other. We've been together for so long, and I know that she'd been wanting me to propose and waiting for some time.
Mm-hmm.
That was not what I was afraid of. My fear was that at the moment, you know, we were busy people. I didn't have very much money, had very little that I could spend on a grand gesture like this. So a lot of it was just front end, me doing work in the middle of the night when she was sleeping to try to make up for the things that I couldn't buy and coordinate what I hoped was going to be this big grand gesture. And the fear came in at the thought of, well, what if she's not happy with this? What if after all of this build up, all these 9 years, it doesn't meet the importance of those 9 years. If it's not a story that she's going to be happy to tell in the future. Because, you know, you grow up and you have all these, like, media tells you the proposal needs to be grand and extravagant and this whole huge affair, and it's the most important thing that can happen, and it's very important, but you can't look at it that way. 9 times out of 10, the person you're proposing to is just going to be happy that now, hey, you're going to get married. And if they're not, is that a good person for you? I don't know. But regardless, I put a lot of work into it, and it was beautiful in my estimation, and she cried, so that's a win. In a good way, not in a bad way. I'll specify.
Okay, good. Okay. Thank you for specifying that.
It was the dumbest thing to be afraid of, but that didn't change the fact that I was afraid. And she loved it, and I loved her, and it was one of my most fearful moments, but it was also one of my happiest and probably my proudest.
Oh, that's so wholesome. I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, man. Man, now I'm like, usually when I ask people their scariest thing, it's like, oh man, we're gonna do a deep dive in some scary stuff. And then everybody comes up with these like really heartfelt things, and I'm just left like, oh shit, now I gotta feel my feelings? Dang it. Oh, jeez. We
hey,
are... Hey.
You don't always fear for your life. You fear for, like, your heart and shit. It's crazy.
That is true. That is totally valid. I'm feeling for my own right now. I'm like, oh shit, bro. Man, all these like wholesome, sweet stories and fears. Sheesh.
Yeah, who knew we had a bunch of just balls of sap in the cast here? It's crazy.
Gosh, getting too sappy for me, man. So we are going to start wrapping things up. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us in the Firewood Inn and Tavern. We want to take a moment to recognize those who popped in chat so far today and the followers gained so far in our 19th episode of Gaming Related. So please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. I will try my best to get them right. So first up we have Senior Monk 11, Boop the Raccoon, Puckwudgie, Ash, Star Scourge 113, Mr. Mini Mopsy, Yeniye, Aiko, thank you for the bits, B Conway 144, thank you for the sub, and all of the cast and crew. So those of you returning, welcome back, and to those of you new to Gaming Related, welcome. We are happy to have you all here. Before we direct your attention back to Monk and the lead cast, don't forget to check out our social media platforms on TikTok, YouTube, Discord, and Twitter for clips, announcements, and other fun content. Thank you all for joining Leon the Leon and I for our 19th intermission show, and thank you so much, Leon, for joining as co-host for today's show. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for having me, and thank you guys for being here and indulging in what felt like a little bit of ego.
You know, are asking everybody questions about themselves, you know? Makes you feel kind of good, yeah?
You're coming up soon.
Uh-oh. All right. Anyway, we hope to see you next Wednesday at the same time. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the second half of Gaming Related.
Hamish, I wasn't ready. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good break. fantastic show. Leon, great interview. Great interview.
I hope you all liked it.
Yeah.
I heard you were talking shit about Robin.
That's true.
Who's your least favorite?
Lily.
Whatever.
Hot take, I know.
Yeah, it is a hot take. Okay. Let's get back to this show. You guys are in camp. You've prepared to burn the bodies, which is going to take some time. You basically secure the perimeter. You can climb up onto the towers. But for the most part, you're unbothered. And you have...
I set up alarm.
Nice. Mercy sets up alarm around the perimeter. So at this point, you all have downtime to attune to your new magical items. This will be a long rest if you want to rest, or you don't have to. You can get up and go. What are you all doing?
Rest is a good idea.
I'm gonna jump around for a bit.
Nice.
I imagine just a montage of conversations, getting ready, and just in the background, leaping.
Boing, boing.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
I don't want to interrupt anybody. I just want to jump.
And jump you do. Cool.
Fantasy song. Jump.
Go on. Aiko bought you a puppy, by the way, Leon. He said, "Can we get Camille a puppy?" Like he wants Camille to have a puppy.
Camille gets a puppy?
It's a dead mastiff. That's all I can do.
Best I can do is 2 dead mastiffs.
Yeah. Also,
let me bring in my guy. He's an
Starscourge said everybody drink. He paid for a hydrate.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And we have some red fire coming. Yeah, now you have 2 dead mastiffs. He just bought another one for 100 bits.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Aiko.
Thank you, Aiko.
Guys,
without you?
I think these patches are like magically imbued. Look, there's 2 happy live puppies. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Don't look! Avert your eyes! Oh, this is the worst thing I've seen today. I've seen a lot.
Yeah, you've seen a lot.
This tops it all.
But now y'all have meat, says Aiko. Okay. What are you guys doing for the next few hours as you rest?
Savvy is gonna keep Azrael company.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Do we have any more scorpion jerky?
Got a whole bag. Come on over here, bud.
Okay, I'm gonna take some more scorpion jerky to Azrael as well.
Okay.
Mercy's just setting up her stuff to do a little bit more experimenting with potions before she rests.
Okay.
Oh, and I am gonna put on my my sexy hot armor that Mercy made.
Nice.
Yes.
It fits
With
a little
the shoulder
snugly,
pads.
but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a crop top.
Yeah.
Was there like a spit or something like that at the camp where they were cooking maybe the most recent hunt or something like that?
Yeah, there actually is. There's right in front of the tents, right in the middle.
I'm gonna go over to that and I'm gonna collect like a leg bone or 2, like one of
A
the
human
bigger
leg bone?
bones. No, of the animal.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, there's an elk leg bone.
Sweet.
So I'll grab like 2 of the leg bones.
Okay.
And I'll just look at everyone around the camp. I'll say, "Evening," and I'm gonna back away very slowly towards the horses.
Wait.
Okay, there are 4 horses.
This is not going how I thought it would.
And I walk away suspiciously with 2 large bones.
I'm gonna follow.
I would too, because I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. And just for fun, I'm gonna follow through jumping.
The least stealthy of the following methods. Can canonically the shoes make a boing noise every time?
Can someone draw that?
I can make that happen.
Just Hamish just jumping like the Incredible Hulk.
Boing, boing, boing.
Boing.
Okay. So you go to the horses. They're tied up to a post.
Is there some hay or straw or?
Yeah. There's a little trough.
Yeah, I'll take some of that.
Okay.
And then I look at the horses and I go, evening, and I back suspiciously away from the horses.
Okay. They puff at you.
And then I'm going to put I have 2 costumes in my inventory. I got it because of my background. And I take like a jacket. I'm going to make my jacket useful. And I put the jacket on the ground and I put the hay there and I soak it. I soak it all with water.
Okay.
And I get it as wet as I possibly can. And again, I like suspiciously like backed into a tent or something as I'm nodding to I see.
Yeah, he's making weird slopping noises inside the tent.
And then I lay the 2 long bones in the center, kind of like I'm making a burrito, lining those up. And then I reach into my bag and I pull out Code Red, Green Machine. I pull out the purple mist, whatever. I have a list of all of them, but I pull out the samples of all of them and I lay them on top of my macabre burrito that I've been making. And I wrap them up in this damp mixture. And I start to grow. I start the process of trying to get them to grow.
Okay.
And by doing, yeah. So.
I thought you were gonna make like a scarecrow.
I thought you were gonna make like a multi-drug hotbox, and like, look, I'm not in favor of save or die situations, but that would have been one, I think.
Okay.
Are there any more? Are there any more femurs?
No, we're out of femurs.
Dang it!
I got all the femurs.
Yes, you got them all.
We did just murder like a dozen, 20-something people. That means there's 40 femurs around.
No, they're all on fire. They're all on fire. They're in the pyre.
Well, I hear what you're saying, but this one would be, for personal use.
Oh my gosh! Next to the Yeti ball sack that you have.
Bone coat.
Oh yeah, Bone Coat. Yeah, that's his name. Okay, so you are growing yourself a little terrarium with.
Just gonna have some bone marrow toast. It's fine.
Horrifying.
That's valid.
What?
I mean,
never-ending stew. That's what you put in it. Okay.
Let's talk.
So that's what Robin's doing. That's gonna take a minute. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna watch that for a second and then go on my way.
I exit the tent with a big bundle of jacket, and the jacket is sopping wet. Just nod to everyone. Evening. I'm gonna go and strap that to my backpack.
Does he always do that?
Only when he's trying to grow drugs.
Oh, what do they say about? What have I told you about snitches?
They do get the stitches. Only when he's doing things that
No. That is elementary school level drug dealing. Snitches end up in ditches.
I'm gonna jump away.
As he points at you, a fleck of water lands on your nose. Hamish walks away.
You're allegedly making drugs, right?
Allegedly.
That's
it would never hold up in a court of law.
Right. That's another thing that I'd assume I should forget. Yes.
Okay. Drugs is a strong word. It's from an entirely different planet. It's not drugs here.
It's hallucinogenic fungus.
You jumped away.
Yeah.
He just comes back to whisper that.
Bounces back. Just lands with a sudden start. The ground rumbles.
You can't just cue yourself into every scene now because you could jump.
Actually, that's so funny you said.
It's not a sitcom. We don't have a laugh track.
I mean,
it is now.
We could get a laugh track.
Catches all of her.
When this goes to Amazon.
We don't have a laugh track, but we have like other sound effects.
No, we do not.
Yes, we do.
We do not. Savvy, what are you doing? Do something broody. Change the subject, please.
I feel like I'm clear with what she's doing, you know?
She's sitting next to Azrael, and I'm terrified. I'm like waiting for initiative.
I'm really scared.
Do something broody.
Do something.
I think that Savvy's been clear. Savvy's just gonna keep Azrael company.
Yeah.
All night long. All
Okay.
night
All
long.
night long.
All night long. all
Okay.
night.
I'm gonna
So
sit back and
Azrael's
melt.
gonna totally avoid eye contact with you, and then just kind of stare at the ground. And then she's gonna kind of look over at you like a side eye, and then break the, centipede jerky, which I've now realized is centipede jerky, in half, and try to hand a piece to you. I really don't care for this much, but I figured it'd be rude not to offer.
It would be.
All right.
She
well,
doesn't take it.
Okay. She's just gonna kind of lower her hand and all right. Okay. She's gonna just shove it in her bag. I've also got fish, dried fish. If you want one of those.
Probably poisoned.
Look, it's not, and she's gonna take a big old bite out of the dried fish.
You did mention that you had microdosed your own poisons, so I will be refraining from your rations. I have my own.
Alright. I don't know. I feel like there's this weird air between us, and I mean I know.
Oh no, there is no weird air between us, Azrael. I have been quite clear. If you think to run, if you think to betray us, if you think to prove me right, as I hope you do, I am here to answer it. And I will be here all night long.
Alright.
Azrael, have you met many elves?
No, I have not, actually.
Is it Naleli an elf?
I thought she was a half-elf.
She's a half-elf.
She's a half-breed.
Yeah.
Language.
I went there.
I mean, there's also these quarter elf custom lineages.
He's possibly quarter dwarf.
It is curious, I think, to see how some react when they realize that we do not sleep. But you need to sleep, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Tonight you will learn what it is to be an elf.
Oh. Am I to not sleep?
You will not be sleeping this night.
But if I am to nod off, I cannot.
No, don't worry. I will ensure that you do.
Savvy is super persuasive.
You know that they're perfectly good tents. I'm not much of a threat if I am asleep.
It is not about whether or not you are a threat when you are asleep. It's whether or not you are strong enough and well enough to be a threat in the morning. I will ensure you are not.
In the state that I am, if I get no sleep at all, I may not even be fit enough to lead you safely.
Oh no, see? Yeah. So Savvy would kind of just sit there and very nonplussed. Oh no, we have what we need from you. Robin saw your mind. Your compliance is optional. I think you will value the Elven perspective.
Does that mean you're tired all the time? Is that why you're cranky?
The DM gets out of the way.
I'm not tired. We do not sleep. We meditate.
So is the concept of that type of exhaustion not exist?
As long as I have time to collect my thoughts, I am fine.
If I'm to do as the elf does, then
Mercy
can I too
sister.
meditate?
Absolutely.
This is really good scorpion turkey. Thank you.
It's an air just.
Please,
Yes.
I don't even know where you got that jerky or when you made it.
Neither do I, to be honest.
I don't know if it's going to cause permanent damage to your tongues.
I don't think so.
We've had so much of this and there's no side effects.
But seriously, Savvy will stab you if you don't listen. So
He will skewer you straight through the center.
Oh dear.
There is no discussion of skewering.
Oh,
We came to an agreement.
of course.
And
I'm sorry.
Camille assured me, as did Azrael, that there will be no problems. No, Azrael, we are bonding, you and I. We are coming to an understanding of one another.
yes, this seems sensible.
Am I really not to sleep at all?
You may try.
And what will happen if I do?
I will remind you of the Elven perspective.
Boop you right in the snoot.
You were first.
I was trying to hold it together.
You don't have a camera. You're fine. You're
Just a
fine.
little boop.
When you said poop right in the snoot, I couldn't do it anymore.
Cut.
Oh my
Cut. Let's rewrap. Let's do that again.
God. Okay.
Oh,
From
sorry, one more time. Boop you right in the snoot.
Right in the snoot.
Yeah, right
I
on
do
like,
not want to be booped in the
like
snoot.
this. Boop.
Okay, you know what?
I can assure you, they are not normally like this. I think it is the jerky.
You know, it's actually not terrible. I hope you know. I mean, it does weird things to your
Thank you.
mouth, but
Slightly venomous.
Only slightly. But overall, it's actually quite nice.
look, if I am to stay awake this entire night, I shall.
I'm sorry, Azrael. Have I been unclear? I thought that I was rather clear. You will not sleep this night. Is that clear enough?
There is day or night, seeing it as quite dark now.
It's 7 p.m. The sun's setting. It's beautiful.
It's going to be a long night.
It passes quicker than you think. Use the time for quiet reflection, an opportunity for you to revisit your thoughts, ask what you could have done differently, to consider your motives, to review in your mind's eye all of the decisions that led you to the moment that you now find yourself in. that is the power of the Elven perspective. As I said, I think you will find it to be an illuminating lesson.
Illuminating. Illuminating? Okay. Alright. I shall do whatever needs to be done.
This will be fun.
Robin is already softly snoring. Just off to the side. He's already asleep.
I cannot promise. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no! I didn't realize you weren't done. Continue.
I cannot promise that I can keep my eyes from drooping or from my body from falling asleep. I'm trying really hard to stay awake.
As I said, I will assist you.
Shit.
Her eyes are gonna kind of droop, and she's gonna kind of like jerk forward and then jerk back up.
Yeah, it's like you're sitting in the back of church, and it's like Gaff is preaching, and Nelleli's, you know.
Oh, don't even get me started on Gaff. It was the most boring sermons I've ever heard my entire life.
Fuck you. Gaff is awesome.
You know what?
You don't know Gaff. Not like I do.
God.
I'd rather listen to a Gaff sermon than listen to Nelleli speak of anything.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, he's got a weird blue feather on top of his head.
That's his hair.
Oh, he looks like he's gonna ask if I'm gonna eat my lunch.
You jerk. You jerk. Okay, so
so true.
Screw all of you.
I didn't. You know what he looks like? I just realized this. He looks like a bitch.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're not talking about Gaff.
You gotta give me a minute, man.
I just realized, everybody.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go talk to Mercy.
Stop.
Okay.
There are tears.
I gotta go, guys. I can't.
You're gonna put me back in the hospital now.
Oh no. No, Jackson. Don't do it.
Oh. Stop, Leon.
Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself. Continue. I'm gonna.
Toxin approaches Mercy. Hamish approaches Mercy.
So Ham springs over.
He judges the distance perfectly.
Hamstrings?
Hey! Get out of here!
I think we just need to end the session here. It's not going to get better.
Nope. Keep going.
Is it a back hamstring?
Yes. So yeah, Ham comes over and sits down next to you and says, "So Murphy, I know it's maybe not something that can be taught, but do you think maybe you can tell me? You see these boots?"
Mm-hmm. Yes, I identified them.
They are extremely comfortable. Super comfortable.
Okay.
And I presume that is because of magic.
or Thangith.
It could also just be the craftsman of the food.
Well, certainly. But the thing is, you often, well, you fixed up my bow and you made it all super special.
I don't understand why
that?
you're talking like
Scorpion meat. Don't worry about it. Give it like 1 more minute and it should wear off.
1d4 hours.
Give it some time and it should wear off.
do you want it? Do you want an antidote? I have antidote.
I suppose. Thor. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fantasy Thor.
Grabs a little.
No, I said Thor.
Yeah, and I said fantasy.
I'm gonna take the antidote.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
Just kidding. Your tongue, you could feel it again. You can enunciate.
I'm like, I made that
Sorry.
antidote. Don't you lie to me.
Sorry. No. So. No. Tell me. How is it that you do this? How is it that people can make such fantastic things?
That's a little bit more complicated.
Perhaps a better question, since I know you can't be teaching me everything all in one night, is maybe where did you learn to do it?
Taught myself.
Taught yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well now I'm curious. Did you just wake up one day? Or
Well, I didn't know a lot back then, and I was curious about everything. So whenever people came back from doing their jobs, we were always allowed to take something from a job. And I always took books or small, like, tinkery things, because I didn't know what they were and I wanted to understand how they work. So I would take them apart and then put them back together until I understood it. And I would read the books until I comprehended everything within the books. And after a while, realized some of the books were rudimentary, and that combining the tinkering with the knowledge that I figured out is what started making these things and creating potions that can cause damage or help people. Most of the time I did a lot of the healing stuff. It was my job to help patch people up. So medicines were one of the things I learned first, like similar to how you learned nature stuff.
No, Savvy often teases me about how I say I'd learned a technique, but it's not exactly untrue. I just didn't realize the technique was tapping into something more. Perhaps I can teach you a little bit about what I know, and you can share a little bit about what you know.
Yeah. Sure. I never say no to knowledge.
Well, let me at least share the first one with you. This one I think personally is one of my favorites. And then I'm just going to show her how to cast Good Berry.
Ooh.
But I don't actually cast it because I don't have the slot for it though.
So he just shows you the ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ingredients don't make sense.
Mm-mm. How does the mistletoe make a bear? Because I know mistletoe has the... Is it just the mistletoe itself, and then you just imbue them with magic?
Well, I've started imbuing it with magic, but originally when I first started doing it, I would actually have to supplement my own berries that I would find, because I didn't quite understand what was going on, and I found that having the berries as a pre-medium was extremely useful and helpful. In fact, it was the only way I knew how. It wasn't until I was talking to you and talking to Safi that I tried doing it without. But I would say I don't have any berries. Well, no, I have some berries, but I'm feeling just a little drained after the fight. And tomorrow I can show you how the infusion process works and how it takes these random berries into something a little bit more productive, useful, good.
Azrael, you are hearing this and you are dozing off. Like your head is falling forward.
Oh god, it's so hard to stay awake. I'm dozing.
Here in a moment, I'm gonna need a Constitution save to see if you can hold it together, or if you actually do fall asleep next to Savvy.
Oh jeez. Okay. Do you need one right now?
Not yet.
I appreciate that, and maybe tomorrow you can show me a little bit about what you do. I'm learning. I need to know more.
Show a little bit now, and
you have the time.
Yeah, it takes me a little bit to make potions. So I have and her alchemy kit has been in front of her this entire time that we've been talking.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
All of these ingredients put together create a chemical reaction that causes a new thing. For an example, a while back I made using I can't remember which ones it were. Might have been a little bit of the sea salt, and she just goes through the ingredients with you. I can't think of random ingredients.
Yeah.
Right.
No, you're good.
Go ahead and give me that con save, Soren. They keep talking science.
Righty.
And you're still pretty bloodied, by the way. I'm seeing you at like 6 HP. Like you're not in a good spot. So that tiredness, and you get a false sense of safety for a moment, and you think your eyes are open, but they've closed. I need that con save.
Okay.
Let me know if you need me to roll it for you, if you're having issues.
I'm back in.
Nice. Constitution saving throw as they are
normal
talking.
Roll?
Yep, normal roll.
God damn it.
Yeah, Soren. You blink.
I mean, gosh darn it.
You're out. You're asleep.
Oh my God.
Savvy?
Oh my gosh. Oh dear.
I'm not trying to light her on fire, but we are going to ignite a bonfire right next to her. Right fucking next to her. Like uncomfortably close to her.
Oh.
Okay,
as soon as Savvy notices this.
You wake up to what feels like ant bites, and you get a smell, and it's the smell of charred hair as you realize that your leather is melting, and it is uncomfortably hot as there's a bonfire right next to you.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, that's hot. God. Why is there a fire there? Did I fall asleep?
It just appeared there.
You know what? I don't believe that, but
You'll take 1 point of fire damage. It woke you up.
Okay, I'm gonna contest that because I very explicitly said that I was not creating it in her space. And in order for the damage to be relevant, it has to be in their space.
Okay, fair. You're still at 6 HP. But you're awake.
Oh, dear. I've got some charred bits and stinging of the arm.
You know what's crazy about it, though, is that as soon as Savvy breaks her concentration on the bonfire, unless it has fuel, which it really doesn't, she didn't make like a wood pile for this, it's just gone. The bonfire that's just gone.
It disappeared.
It's just gone.
Does it actually just go? It's just dissolves.
You know it's magic. There's no trace of the fire. The ground underneath it itself is not charred.
Did you put the fire there?
I didn't put it on you.
Right. Not.
You've heard so many stories. I would have thought that this would have been basic among them. That people like me can do crazy things with fire. We can cause it to appear out of the air.
You see, I've heard about fireballs, like shooting them in a direction, but just conjuring an entire bonfire, I haven't heard of that. Not before.
Another thing to tell your employers, I suppose.
I'm beginning to realize there's a lot that they don't know.
Oh, and I wonder how much they would pay for that knowledge. It has to poke at the mind, doesn't it?
Not as much as that fire poked at my armor.
Well, then we learn wisdom. You see, the meditation, the Elven perspective, it works.
She's just gonna kind of hold her arm and stare at the floor where the fire once was and zone out a bit.
See, dawn will arrive soon enough. And
How
with
long is
it, adventure.
Oh. Right. Adventure. Oh dear. Sure.
You are talking chemistry and alchemy while the bonfire appears. You look over at Savvy, and Savvy's talking to Azrael, and then it disappears. You're saying goodnight, Hamish?
Yeah. We finish our discussion. She gives a demo, and I thank her and say goodnight.
And you go into one of
the one where Syl is, and I'm gonna sleep with Syl.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, gonna snuggle up to that big kitty.
What is Robin doing? What you doing there, Rob?
Robin's asleep.
Are you sure? Okay, cool. Robin's asleep. You can mute again.
I haven't been able to stop laughing.
I think it's Camille's fault. Camille, you're the bad student here. Yes, you did. You both got detention.
Leon and I are egging each other on.
I know it.
I just look up and I see you guys do like one little thing and you both start cracking.
Oh my god.
Like kids in the back of class.
Okay. Camille, what have you been doing this whole time?
I don't know. know, man.
Okay, cool. So you wake up in Brittle Hollow. Congratulations. Is there anything else that you guys want to do this fine evening? It's probably 8 o'clock at night at this point.
I want to get the cart.
You go get the cart. Okay.
Yeah. Camille and Robin go get the cart.
You're sleeping.
We puff on some of those mushrooms, and that's why we've been laughing so hard.
Oh no.
Can I hear that conversation, please?
I mean, it does look like a bitch.
Now, listen, I don't like to use that language typically, but I mean, if I had to describe a single person as bitch-like...
This is not a bitch face, guys. This...
I mean, look at him. Look him in the eyes.
That is Gaff, the bishop of...
The bishop.
The bishop.
He's the priest of the order. Whatever.
Of being a bitch.
Former priest.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. He's on a sabbatical. Okay.
He's on
My
seance.
tummy doesn't feel good. I'm laughing so hard.
Okay. So you wake up Robin. You guys go into the woods at night. You go find the cart, and eventually bring it back in.
So there is actually a cool thing that I want to do to get the cart back.
Oh, lay it on me, please.
We're level 5. We have new tools, and one of mine is
Summon
pretty cool.
Steve.
Shut up.
Oh,
What are you
is it
talking
really?
about? Yeah.
Is it really?
Butthole. Yeah.
You see that? I just stole his thunder.
You see that wind? How it's not in the sail?
Yeah, my bad.
I cast Summon Steed.
You know what? Let's rewind. We'll fix that in post. So what happens?
All right, so we're gonna go get the cart. I'm not gonna do this later. We go to the cart, and we did not bring a horse. Camille did intentionally not bring a horse.
And Robin's okay with that.
Yeah, Robin's just along for the ride.
Did both of the wheels get fixed, or do we have to fix one of those?
No, they're fixed. Robin did fix it.
I'll be like, Robin, if you'll excuse me, I'm pretty proud of this moment, so I'm a little bit of showmanship. As you can see, dear sir, we have no horse.
You're right. There is no horse.
And what are a couple of handsome gentlemen in the moonlight to do to move a cart with no horse? Well, I'll give you the answer.
Right.
I won't make you
We
dwell
are
on
handsome.
it. Go ahead and dwell on it. Well, my friend.
He leans
Thomas. It's right as Camille turns away in like a grand flourish, does not even notice what happens. My patron Tavis turns over his shoulder, with whom you're familiar.
You're right. I am familiar.
Has put me in contact with a dear friend.
Oh, who would this dear friend be?
Well, he's no deer, my friend, but a horse. He's gonna put his hands together.
No.
And as he does, his eyes are gonna glow red, and these dark black vines and roots are going to grow out of the ground and tear it open into this pit. And bursting forth from this pit in the ground is the slightly more plant, moss, and vine incorporated spiritual form of Fantasy Champion.
Yeah!
Yay!
Yes!
The return!
Fantasy Champions! Never forget.
Watching this display, there's just a subtle inhale. Magic.
Which is completely normal.
Allegedly.
Totally normal.
Okay, someone's gonna have to render that.
Magic.
A vine horse. A moss vine fungal horse.
He's super cool. And he's
Super
chill.
cool.
He is super cool and super chill.
And I'll hook him to the cart, and we left bodies here. We'll put the bodies in the cart to bring them to the body fire.
But we don't have anything to hook them up with. More magic.
Was that it? Is it over?
Wait, do we not? That's a big problem if we don't. Like,
sorry, I thought there was more magic. I didn't mean to ruin your whole. I'm so sorry.
Do we have a big rattle? I need this answered. I only have him for like an hour.
Oh no! I so excuse me, fantasy champion, and I undo a little bit of the vine and I tie it to the little like,
hey.
And we use the vines for the yoke.
Wow, you're like little Disney princesses. It's beautiful.
Should make a Disney princess. Let's be real.
Dead mastiff jerky for all.
Thanks, Psycho. Okay.
You know, I have a couple more friends that can help us pull this wagon. I rip the patch so they can flop on the ground. No!
You just throw the dead mastiffs on the ground.
I thought they would have air in the patch. I didn't know.
You couldn't know. This is not your patch. It's not your cloak. You stole it.
I could have stopped this. I look on the inside and it says, Robin, this was my childhood cloak. I lost it all those years ago.
Yenye spent 10,000 channel points to name one of them Theodore, and it's dead.
And you know what, Yenye? You know who you can take that complaint to? Directly, not to the HR department, because it was Monk's fault. Complain to Monk.
and we don't have it.
We do have a suggestion box. We do not read them.
No.
We will not take suggestions. We have reached perfection.
It's like that Office bit where it's like we go in the suggestion box finally. It's like, what should I do to prepare for Y2K? Oh, okay.
That's an old joke. I like it.
I love it.
You're old.
You're old. Oh my god. Got him.
Got him. Bussin'. Okay.
Oh no.
You did not just.
I just shipped him. Did you hear that?
I don't know. Where did we go? Where has this gone?
So we have.
We're so off the beat.
No, we're still on track. Listen, this is right where we need to be.
We're on the dead mastiff track. We are there.
We are taking the horse and the cart off track. We are going through the forest.
Okay.
But off track is on track. So when you think about it,
we're going in a straight line.
Yeah.
A straight line off the track.
Careful, there's these 3 trees that are really close together. You can't get past them. It's like a wall.
Can't even see past them.
Yeah, can't even see past them.
I stop and I turn and I go, oh no, Camille, tree, more magic. I'm sorry, I keep hyping you up. I'm just in a hype up moment. You got any? No, okay. Yeah, let's just go. It was dumb. I don't even know why I leaned in. I mean, what?
You left the mastiffs there.
Yeah, so
I pick them up.
You have 2 dead mastiffs. Yeah, they're puppies.
So
Didn't we?
strong.
Yeah, Aiko bought them as puppies, right? Anyway, you have 2 mastiffs. You're walking. You're riding through the woods, and you arrive at camp. It's now midnight, and there are 2 people that are awake.
The alarm goes off.
Wait, you're setting it up for them?
Oh no, right? Because I can. It controls. Well.
I announce loudly that we've come into camp.
Robin goes off.
There is also an undead horse.
There is an undead horse and a cart.
Is a creature.
Okay.
Oh, this is fine. We're fine.
Who do we lose?
Everything's fine.
Sorry.
Soren.
Soren, we didn't have a single technical issue for the entire stream. No, don't. Who did that?
Thank you.
Who did that?
I don't know, but they're probably really funny.
Stop. So anyway, you get back to camp. There are 2 people awake. Those 2 people are Azrael and Savvy.
And they're spooked by an alarm.
Emotional damage.
Hey, you know what? This is probably a good stopping point. Me thinks.
We have an undead horse. We got 2 dead dogs.
This is a good session. I think
somebody who's too.
We moved forward in the exposition. Azrael is alive. Is there anything?
to wrap this up, we all long rest, we pack up, and we are ready
No,
to
we
head
do not
out.
all long rest.
No.
We do not all long rest. You hear that, Azrael? We do not all long rest.
We make it through the night. We pack up. We are ready. We take our first step on the trail, and we cut to the credits.
On the trail.
So that way we can be on the trail.
Yes,
Start the next session.
And we leave
Thank you,
behind this now abandoned bandit camp.
Okay.
Abandoned.
But do we get a long rest?
You get a long rest.
Yeah.
Except for Soren, aka Azrael. Azrael, by morning you are going to be exhausted. And Savvy is not going to be exhausted. So you don't get your HP back. And you now have disadvantage on ability checks.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
She's gonna trip.
You
as
could
she
have
tries to get up.
Oh, you could have short rested though. That I will give to you. So you can roll your hit die for a short rest. Yeah, you do get a short rest, but not a long rest.
Alright.
Okay. There was one thing I wanted to do, but I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to wait until next week. But Leon, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong screen. There we go. Camille.
Hi.
You do find rest as you go into one tent at some point. And as you doze off, something happens. But I'm not going to tell you today.
That's
because
so fair.
you have
That's
so many
fair.
you have so much waka waka in your stream right now, in your bloodstream, that you're probably not even gonna remember it, to be honest. So who cares?
That's so reasonable. You know what? That's fair. I deserve that.
Guys, I've missed this table. Everyone's back and it feels good.
It does feel good.
We're gonna wrap.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap for the
You're pretty
night
cool.
here. We're gonna wrap here. Good job.
How
I
great
shot
is it
somebody in
that
the face.
our whole table is here and that we can look forward to our whole table being here moving forward, right? Like that there's not going to be any absences. So conveniently, we'll look forward to that next week too, where there's no absences.
None.
Hey, Giggles, don't you have some? Or am I misremembering that?
Yeah. Is
No.
something going on?
No, I remember that conversation. Giggles said, "I will be here next week."
Oh, okay. That's,
Yeah.
Because we will have no absences. But hypothetically speaking, if I was absent, then somebody would need to pilot my character.
I vote
So we should
Soren.
discuss that.
I think Soren should pilot your character.
Oh no.
I
So
think
does that mean
Soren-
I've got to torture myself?
Yeah.
I
It means you have to
say
channel your
no.
inner.
No.
No.
I think it's up to Giggles.
Yeah, absolutely up to Giggles.
Oh, 100%.
Because Giggles is the one that pilots everyone else's
Yeah.
character. Maybe the other warlock.
That would probably be a good choice if the other warlock is up to it.
It's
Here.
unnecessary
Too
because there will
real,
be
yay,
no
nay.
absences
yeah,
next
Right.
week.
No.
Everyone's gonna be. Why are we even
absences.
talking about this?
Right.
It's fine, everyone.
Okay. Well,
Also, don't forget that we do a after talk show on our show.
An after talk show on our show.
what is happening? No,
We
go
don't
ahead.
know anymore.
Okay.
On our Discord, we chat on our Discord after the game. I'm
Leon,
gonna
it's not working.
We do that. We do
Yes,
that.
we do.
Is it broken?
Yeah, please join us in the lobby after we raid or after we end, and you can chat with all of us.
Yeah. So, you spelled Discord wrong.
Your Discord is wrong.
No, I didn't.
So,
Don't gaslight me.
everyone, thank
No,
you
it's
so much
definitely
for
spelled
joining
wrong.
us. We're so glad to be back as a table. Love you guys so much. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for just hanging out with us. Welcome back to all our cast and crew. As we wrap up, we are going to hang out in our Discord channel follow the link here that Gaming Related posted, and you get to talk to us behind the scenes. If you're comfortable, you can turn on your microphone. If you're very comfortable, you can turn on your camera, but you definitely don't have to.
Don't get too comfortable on camera.
Don't get
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're tuning in at the end of the show, please like and follow, and we will see you next week on Wednesday.
I'd like to point out people have paid us for this. We haven't paid
I
money
feel really
for
bad
this
for them.
for this quality of show. we did so good. We earned every penny.
I'm sorry.
This stream people paid us. New people paid us money.
Yeah.
It's surreal.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys. We're gonna roll credits. We do have a channel that we're gonna raid, so stick around. Let's go give some love to Dork Tales and give him some likes and follows. Yeah, I think that's it. Anything else, guys? Am I missing something?
Thank you, Puck, for the awesome art.
Yes, thank you, Puck.
Thank you,
If
Puck,
you are
for
new
everything.
If you are new to the channel and you aren't caught up with the story so far, we do post on YouTube as well, so you are able to catch up later.
Truth.
Including, there's also a playlist of like just the recaps. Like if you want just the concentrate of the episode, just right in your veins. There's some like it'll take like 15 minutes blast through the entirety of the story so far.
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to simultaneously say you're welcome and apologize.